Alrighty, greetings ladies and gentlemen, I'm Adrian here, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Albion Online leveling stream number 4. This is the final leveling stream for Albion Online, and if I show you my premium status here, I have 2 days left on my premium status, so that means I've been playing for exactly 28 days. Yeah. Because when you buy the one of the founders packs, I think mine was the cheapest, which was like the veteran founders pack, that would give me 30 days. So yeah, I'm almost done with my 30 days of premium time. And I guess I got the timing right. I mean, final leveling stream, the review. There's like I would say my review is 70% done in terms of getting the script and everything working right, or scripted right, I should say. But there's like one or two last stuff that I actually need for that review, and that's actually the PvP, because I have jumped into PvP zones over the last couple of weeks to get some footage for the video, but I've not actually gotten into PvP, and that was what this stream was all about. But unfortunately, and I'll get to this in a second, I'm just gonna mute my mic and bring it closer. I just realized it's pretty far away from me. Alright, that should be better. As ever, if there's any audio issues, any video issues that you guys are experiencing, and in the past Albion has given me some problems, like for example, whenever I switch zones, the loading screen would get stuck, and this time I've got the preview screen right enlarged here in the middle, so if that happens again, I guarantee you I will fix that ASAP. But to everybody else in the chat, I want to say hi. John Travolta was in there since 6:42 p.m. That's crazy, John. And Rico just, what's up, Rico? He says he's got to do something. He'll be right back. I'll be here, I hope. Now let's get into this. Here's the thing. This morning when I woke up, I was so enthusiastic, thinking, all right, we're finally gonna head out, to the yellow zones, to the red zones, to do some PvP. And then when I logged in, you'll notice my guild tag is no longer there. I got kicked out of my own guild. Well, I shouldn't say my own, but I got kicked out of the guild, which is sad and unfortunate. And yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I have not been that active over the past week, and my guild, they had a activity requirement, and unfortunately I did not meet that criteria in the last, I don't know, 3-4 days, because I was busy. So unfortunately I'm out of a guild, and that kinda ruins my plans that I had for tonight, because I was crafting about 2 weeks back to get to tier 4, and I crafted some extra gear and equipment that specialize in healing. So as you can see here, I have like 3 different holy staffs, and I duplicated a lot of my builds here, especially the healing build, because specifically for this PvP stream, I was gonna propose, once I logged on tonight, I was gonna propose to my guild, let's go out there. This is my final stream before I put out a review. So I wanted to get everybody together, and we'd go out and we'd do some PvP, I as the healer, and now I don't have a guild anymore. So that's kind of unfortunate. That means that I have to make use of my holy staff builds here, and just go out there and try and solo with the holy staff. So it's probably like a self-heal build, or I'm just gonna, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. We're still gonna go on CPvP, right? I promise you that, because this is the final stream, so we're gonna make it work. I also crafted horses for the damn guild. Look, I've got 6 horses here, all crafted, all raised, I should say, all bred. And now I gotta go and put saddles on them. Well, I guess I could sell some now that I'm not in a guild. Anyway, to any of my former guildmates watching, I want to say thank you for having me in the guild. It was fun. So I'm gonna need leather here, because I'm gonna have to put some saddle on it. And it sucks, because now that I don't have a guild, I can't go to a guild island and start crafting stuff, because there's no taxes to use your guild buildings. But now I gotta use the buildings that are in town, and these are all player put down buildings, and everything has tax on them. So there's a usage fee, so I got no choice but to go use it. We got Jay Farraclone chat. Hey Jay, what's up, man? He says, fuck yeah, I've been waiting for this one all day. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's PvP night, and yeah, but if you just joined in, I was just saying to the chat that I got kicked out of my guild, so that kind of ruins tonight's plan a little bit, because I still plan to go on and get my ass kicked. So I plan to go on and get wrecked. Okay, I gotta make my way to a settler now, a master settler. Let's just see. This is the town of Thetford, guys. For those of you who are watching this for the first time, what I do is I go through my leveling streams, and I pick up where I left in the last stream. Shit, I can't even talk tonight. A little bit upset by the whole guild situation. Alright, here's a settler here. This guy has a 99% usage fee. Any cheaper ones? Let's see. Here's another settler that's 99% again. There's one down here that's 550. Sandbox game. So you're free to do whatever you want and charge the prices that you want. But yeah, I'm not gonna go to that one ever. What about down here? This one's 95%. Alright, that's the cheaper settler I've seen here so far. So let's go head down there and do that one. Yeah. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, it's been a crazy last 7 days that I couldn't get into Albion as much as I wanted to. So unfortunately, because one of the major factors was, I can't talk about it obviously because I'm under NDA, but I can say that I am involved in a beta test, a closed beta test. And this game is very dear to my heart, so I just spent a lot of time this week, testing that game, and just my goal is, I want to contribute and make sure it comes out all right. But I can't talk about that, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been in Albion a lot this past week. Okay, here we are, 95% usage fee. So that means to craft a horse, I'm gonna have to pay 570 silver. I have 64,000 silver. I should be able to craft all 7, and I probably won't need all 7. I'm just gonna craft like 2 or 3 or 4, depending or not. If the players that kill me decides to take my stuff, or so we'll see. Let's go ahead and craft this. That's one. Let's get a couple more. Jay Farraclough says, "You sir are a pure wanker for getting me back into Guild Wars 2 again." I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I mean, I just do my thing, and I just show players what what's in Guild Wars 2, because surprisingly, I don't know, for some reason when I first bought Guild Wars 2, it wasn't that appealing to me, because at the time I was already playing Lotra. That was my main MMO. So getting a chance to go back and review Guild Wars 2 again and see it from a different perspective, one that I started the foundations of my channel on, that is check out MMOs from that new player perspective, and that it just opened my eyes a little bit more to Guild Wars 2. So yeah, a lot of old players has been telling me on in the comments for that video saying, you brought back all the nostalgia, you make me want to play Guild Wars 2 again, and yeah, that's cool, I suppose. Okay, 3 horses, that should be enough. I plan to sell the rest and make some money now, because again, I'm going to keep harping back to this, because I'm not in a guild anymore. I don't have access to a lot of the crafting station buildings, so I'm going to have to use whatever's available in town. And if you think I should join the new guild, to be honest, I don't see the benefit in that anymore, because this is probably my last time playing Albion until it launches in July. When my premium's about to run out, and the thing is, when it launches in July, everything's gonna refresh. So if you bought a founder's pack and you got some premium gold or whatever, premium and gold, those are all gonna be refreshed at launch. So I've got my horses. 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 horses. Let's see about gear here. I'm wearing a pair. I'm not wearing. I'm wearing a set here. I've got 2 sets. Then I could probably go out with the tier 3 stuff as well. I don't care about those. In fact, I'll start with going out with the tier 3 stuff. So let's go on, put on the heaviest armor stuff first. We'll put on the tier 3 soldier stuff, and we'll go look for trouble in a yellow zone, and we'll see what the the limited PvP is like, because there's 2 types of PvP in this game. There's limited, and then there's full PvP. Limited takes place in like the yellow zone, where you got to turn on your flag, and once you turn on your flag for PvP, you become a red dot on the map, and you'll see other red dots. So it's almost like a warning sign if you're there just getting resources. And you do sometimes want to go out to the yellow, red, and black zones, because again, that's the ebb and flow of this game. It's all about getting the best resources, and that's all tucked away in those PvP zones. So it's almost like the end game here is PvP. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to venture out and do some of that if you want to get the best resources. And players do that in guilds, and that's why having a guild or having a group of friends to do this with is going to be so important. Okay, let's see here. I've got my tier 3 gear. I need some tier 3 weapons as well. I'm going to do sword and board. Let's see how long I last in there. Hopefully, I hope the first player I jump into is not like a tier 6 dude, or he's going to wipe the floor with my blood. Let's put the thick leather in there. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start slow. I'm going to go... Here's the map, right? This is Thetford. And to get to the nearest PvP zone here, is I could just go right out to the Willowslime Marsh. This is a yellow zone, so this is a limited PvP zone. So I could just walk there, basically, check out PvP, and if I die, I could always, port back to the nearest town. And then later we'll go out and venture further into a red zone. So I'm going to take one of the horses to be sacrificed there, and we'll go to either one of these zones. Checking chat real quick. We got John Travolta again. What's up, John? And he says, how does crafting work? Crafting it's pretty deep. It's really, really deep, and it's all dependent on your destiny board. So I'm going to hit B right now. This is going to bring up the destiny board. And on this destiny board, you'll see all these little nodes, and these are basically your masteries. So, for example, the more you kill some enemies with your sword, the better you'll get at it, which means you can wear higher tier swords. So you start off with tier 1, and then you craft your first tier 2 sword, for example. And then the more you kill with that tier 2 sword, you're going to unlock the ability to use tier 3 swords. As for crafting, you pretty much start with tier 1, tier 2. You can already start going around gathering wood, and the more wood you get, the higher the tier of wood you can collect in the future. And they all have a pretty crazy requirement here. So for example, this is my novice, and to get to tier 2 resources, I need to get 240 fame. So every time you cut down a log, a tree, or whatever, you're gonna have like your fame go up by 3 or by 6 or 9, depending on if you're a premium status or not. Non-premium players are gonna get lower than premium players. So the more you do that, so I've done that, and now I unlock tier 3. So for me, from tier 3 to get to tier 4, I got to do 750 now. And the fame requirements increases all the time. So I'm currently on tier 4, and I got to do, on and on to get higher and higher. And in terms of mats, there are about 5 different ones here. So you've got cotton. Cotton's pretty much meant for your light armor, your cloth, your sandals, your capes. And then you've got the ore, which is obviously for your heavy armor, heavy weapons, sword, and some stuff uses ore too. And then you got the hides, which is basically for your medium armor. Then you got wood, and wood is used for like staffs and a whole bunch of things. And then you got stone, and stone's basically for buildings. Players can build houses here. They can build buildings, and that's what stone is for. We got Graspy 807. Hey man, how you doing? He says, YOLO peeps, YOLO indeed. I am about to go hardcore YOLO here. in my soldier's armor. Tier 3. I'm going to PvP with tier 3 stuff. I'm so gonna die, but it's gonna be so worth it. Because if I show you my profile right now, my stats, I am clean. Like, I have not died, no recent kills. Well, deaths. Okay, fine. These are all NPCs, but like, there's no player who's killed me yet, so I'm gonna go change that real soon. And we also have Red Dragon. Hey, Red Dragon, how you doing, man? And he asks, is PvP decent with high ping? That's a good point, and that's a question I aim to answer here because I decided for tonight I'm not gonna use my Mudfish, which is the VPN that I use. I'm not gonna use it. So without Mudfish, my ping is higher by at least 30 to 40. So if you look at the bottom right here by the map, you'll see it's like 289 right now. It's 207 now. Oh, it's spiking a lot. So I intend to show players who are in the same situation like me, who has like, a ping that's closer to mine, whether or not you can PvP. So that's what I'm about to do. And John Travolta says, "Don't think he see chat. Too bad." Oh no, I do see your chat, dude. It's just that, as I said, there's a delay, unfortunately. Whatever you're watching right now, it's 2 minutes behind whenever I'm streaming, unfortunately. YouTube works that way. I'm halfway across the world. It's wonky like that. I apologize. But don't worry, dude. I always check chat. I try and be as interactive as I possibly can with you guys. So bear with me if I get to your chat late. Alright, I'm putting my tier 4 stuff at the bottom here. Don't want to lose that. And of course my ox. I'm not taking that out. I'm going to be walking to the first area here. Food, no, I don't need that omelet. Oh, damn it, I forgot about these two. These two are like, damn it. These are your, I want to say supplies? No, tools. Under tools, these are the cape, the bag, and the destruction hammer, which I don't use. But the cape and bag are important because this one increases your weight, the weight that you're able to carry, and this one gives you more energy regeneration time and stuff like that. So I have not crafted that to tier 4, and apparently I only have the tier 4 ones. Where did I put my tier 3 ones? Well, screw it. If I lose that one, I'm gonna have to buy it again. But yeah, I've got money, so I'm not too bothered by that. Alright folks, I'm heading into PvP. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to, where's this place again? I'm gonna go to the Willisai Marsh. I'm gonna turn on my PvP flag. I have no idea what to expect. I don't have a freaking clue what's gonna happen. How's it gonna turn out? But we'll see. And how's my ping gonna be like it too? So with the armor that I have on here, let me just see my skills. I've got the heroic strike, okay, interrupt. So I've got to interrupt in case the other player has a spell there. And my number 3 is a mighty blow. Okay, so this is the cash out skill. Heroic strike stacks some debuff on the whoever it is, and then on 3 charges I can cash out for extra damage. This is non-combat heal, and this is in-combat heal. Okay, I am refreshed. I am ready. You are entering... Okay, so when you try to go to a PvP zone, this is going to pop up. It says you are entering a yellow PvP zone. Are you sure you wish to proceed? There's an I here. I'm going to click the I. Okay, let's read this together. Yellow PvP zone rules. You can set yourself to hostile using the button by your portrait, which is the shield up here. And hostile players can attack and knock down other players. Everyone can see the number of hostile players in the area. Non-hostile players gain a bonus against hostile players. Oh. So if I don't change my shield, I can still be attacked, but I'll get a buff against players who are hostile. When players are knocked down, some of their equipment's durability is converted into silver and dropped. Okay, so if I die, by knockdown means like, if I die, basically, I'm gonna drop some silver. And knockdown players can get back up or choose to respawn, leaving their equipment as loot. Oh. All right, you know what? I'm gonna store my bag and cape. Because I'm probably gonna just get up again and give it another shot. So here, let me just store that real quick. 1, 2, let's go. Alright, checking chat before we head out. John Travolta says, thanks, really loved your vids and the stream looks like fun. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You were there a couple of days ago, or was it last night, when we did the Wilshire Anniversary stream? I want to say thanks for that. And he also says, curious, what would you change about the game? How would you improve it? Are you talking about Albion Online? Well, there are a couple of things that I would improve, definitely, for Albion Online. But that's gonna be in my full video review, which I plan to have by the end of April. So if I could just ask you to be a bit patient with that, then you'll get to see my full thoughts in that video. But for right now, I can definitely tell you there are a couple of things I think need improvement. Off the bat, the UI, for example. I like how simple it is, but for an MMORPG, or for an MMO for that matter, sandbox MMO that's supposed to be cross-platform, there are a lot of things they can improve upon. Tooltips for one, I really want tooltips to be way better than it is right now. And Jay Farrakle says, what's your thoughts on Morrowind for ESO? Already ordered mine, £50 because I wanted the bear. Man, really excited for Morrowind, definitely. And I really don't want to spoil it, Jay, because I've got some huge plans for Morrowind. And you know what? Okay, since out of the... I don't even know how many subscribers I got now, because it's just not something that I look at. But out of all my subscribers, I think only maybe 10 or 20% watches this Albion Online streams. So to those of you in chat right now, you got an exclusive here from me. I am heading into Morrowind for a review of both Morrowind and the class. So Jay, I will tell you exactly what my thoughts are then, and you'll see it in a live stream too. So you spent £50? Damn. That would... I'm trying to do the conversion in my head here. That's gonna cost me a bomb. I'm probably going for the normal version. I can't afford that. Rudy says, so does Guild Wars 2 is the best MMO out there right now, the one without region blocking? Rudy, I'm not going to speak for anyone else. I'm just going to speak for myself. I think it's a really good MMO for what it does. But yeah, there's no region blocking at all for Guild Wars 2. And Captain Panda says, hey, make sure he doesn't get stuck on the loading screen again. Roger that. I promise. If I see it, I'll immediately catch it because I'm paying more attention to the screen here now. So yeah, I promise I'll fix that faster than I did the last time. Alright, enough chatter. Let's go PvP, shall we? Oh man, I'm so gonna get killed. Oh boy. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay, so here we are in the Willowside Marsh. I have a few thingy-majingies underneath my nameplate here. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, this is like a... Oh, what happened? Well, apparently I got too close to the entrance again because I was trying to avoid the tower shooting me. I'm gonna go back. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Hopefully I don't lag out the stream by doing this. Okay, so this is a tower that shoots... I saw him shooting players. I think it's probably got to do with the reputation system. Oh. I have no idea what that was. Okay, these are like guards that just chase after bandits. And bandits is probably anybody whose reputation is way below the threshold here. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a couple of buffs underneath my screen. This one's called Noble, so my defense against players has increased by 7.5%. Same goes with my CC as well. And then I have a icon that says monitored. Not sure what that means, but okay. So now I'm gonna open my map here, and if you flag yourself for PvP, you should see like a red dot. I don't see anybody here that has a PvP icon. Not in the area map. And definitely not on the mini-map as well. Good to know that my ping has gone down to 260, so that's cool. So I'm just gonna run around. I'll get out of the safe zone. And now that I'm out of the safe zone, let's start some trouble. Let's kill this frog. No red dots. I'll just go to the middle there, like somewhere here, and we'll look for trouble. I'll turn on my flag. Alright. Oh, what is this? Are these NPCs? That looks like NPCs. Yeah, that's a tier 6 watchtower guard. I don't want to pick a fight with him. Chicken check real quick. Rudy says you are so dead. Yeah. And Rico says overly cautious spawn protection. Yeah, I mean, at least there's a spawn protection in place, because I can't imagine, you know, MMO players. There's some who love PvP. There's some who doesn't. Then there's some who tolerate it. Okay, there's like a red line here. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna cross it. Nothing. Oh, what is that? Those are guards again. What's in the middle here? Why is it so protected? Why are there so many guards? And Jay Farrakhan says, "Damn it, Grim, you had one job." Rudy says, "Go to the red zone." I will go to the red zone. I want to see how limited PvP works first in the yellow zone. I'm going to turn on my PvP flag and see if we can get anybody. Captain Panda says, for Southeast Asia players playing on the US server, 2050 to 2080 is kind of normal. Yep, it is. And for me, I mean, I've played Lotro almost 7 years. And, oh, what tier is this? Oh, it's a tier 3 frog. I can take you on. But yeah, you know, I've PvP'd in Lotro for 7 years without VPN, with like 270 to 300. I can live with it. But the thing about Albion is it's very, your latency, son of a, sorry about that. That's my alarm, by the way. I set my alarm for some reason. So I killed a frog, but I didn't skin it because I don't have any of my tools with me. Okay, I think I'm far enough. I am gonna do the naughty deed here and turn on my PvP flag. Let's see if we can get anybody to kill me. Oh gosh, what do you guys think? How fast will I die? Under a minute? Under 2 minutes? Oh, here comes a player. Ta-da! I am now red. But I can't see my own dot in the map. So we got people walking by. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here they come. Here we go. Let's fight. So it's 2 against 1 now. I'll see if I can take this guy on. I'm gonna use my heal. So unfortunately, he's got a friend who's healing him. So I don't exactly have much of a chance here. I don't know what tier they are, but I'm giving it my best shot here. All my skills are firing off, so the ping isn't really a factor here. But yeah. So there we go. So it was under 1 minute that I turned on my flag and I got killed. So there are 2 options here. I will automatically get up in 10 minutes, which I think these guys would want me to, because that means when I get up again, they can kill me again and then they can take my stuff again. Or I could die right now and just drop all my equipment, which means it'll port me back to the nearest town, but I lose my soldier stuff. So, what do you think I should do, chat? Should I get back up, or should I die? What do you guys want me to do? that was my first PvP experience here. As soon as I turned on the hostile flag, as soon as 2 players run by me and they see like I am just one guy, and it was like, oh, it's on, you know. So, which is why when I really wanted to do this in a group, because that would have been real fun looking at, you know, group fights or whatnot. But unfortunately, for those that are joining me, I got kicked out of my guild tonight, so I don't have that option anymore. Oh. Captain Panda says, Rico says, wow. That's real encouraging. It's encouraging. Albion's gonna be one of those games, and this is what my guild have been telling me over the past couple of weeks, because my guild, the guild that I joined, was a PvP guild, and you know, it's very apparent that this is gonna be a very Zergy type game. If you don't go out in a group, solo players are gonna find it really hard. So it's gonna be that Zergy type game. Okay, this guy looks like he wants my stuff. You want my stuff? Alright, I'll get up in like a minute. and I don't know what tier he is, but I could take him on. But he doesn't want to wait, so oh well. If somebody comes here and wait for me to get up, he's gonna get rewarded with my stuff. Captain Panda says you would win 1 versus 1. That one guy, the mage that I was wailing on, I don't know, he seemed to take a large hit for health, and his friend was healing him. I don't know, maybe I could, but I don't even have my hopes up because I'm in tier 3 gear here. John Travolta says, run first, run. A little too late for that. And Rudy says, put more fight into it. I tried. This is fun. I didn't think I'd have fun when I found out I'm no longer in a guild and I had to do this solo. But it's always fun when you get your ass kicked by other players. Captain Panda says, get back up, nobody's around. Yeah, 14 seconds. And Red Dragon says, you had a great start, but 2 versus 2 wasn't fair. Yeah, and again, this is me. I want to show solo players right now. If you want to go on PvP solo, be very careful about the fights that you picked. If it's 2 versus 1, get out of there. And oh, I just respawned your frog. Okay, let's move further in, and let's see if I can find a solo player. So you look at the bottom right of the map, you'll see there's one number of hostile players in this region. So that's how it's going to tell you how many bandits or whoever are in this zone. Okay, Rudy says hostile bull incoming. Yeah, he didn't want to wait. So I'm gonna go maybe to the north here, get to this area and see if I can get any solo dude running around. So you guys can see, right? I mean, if you play... Oh, son of a gun. Damn, I'm gonna pull this frog away from the road, because if a player jumps me now, the frog is his ally. But yeah, as I was saying, as you guys can already see, I lost my train of thought. Hang on here. Let me just heal up. What was I saying? Damn it. Okay, never mind. I'll just check chat for now. Jay Farco says, you know you're fucked up when you get a gang raped by a pack of dodos on Ark. Do you play Ark Survival Evolved, dude? Because I used to play that. I was pretty big on Ark, and I only had dodos for their eggs. But yeah, I've never been killed by a pack of dodos. So, all right, come on, folks. There's got to be some players on this map. Come on, where are ya? I'm here, fresh meat that will drop gold. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna attack him. I just lost reputation. Oh, I'm lagging, I think. He's running. Dude, you have 100 more health than me. Come on, and you're ranged. Well, he doesn't wanna fight me. I've never done that ever in an arrow. I feel like a jackass just running around and just whacking people. You saw my reputation go down. So you do take a penalty when you hit somebody who's not flagged for PvP. So if I go near one of those, guard towers or whatever, I think I'm gonna get shot down. So here I am traveling by the road. Oh, there's a player. I'm gonna go jump him. Hi there. I'm waiting in the bush to ambush you. Oh, sneaky. Oh, you used to heal? I've got some up my sleeve too. I'm gonna see if I can get him real quick. Oh wow, his heals are pretty good. I'm gonna try and interrupt him. Yeah, there we go, interrupt. Let me zoom in so you guys can see some of the action here. Oh, I think he's gonna get me. Oh, he's got a blowback skill. Come on, Havel, you can do this, come on. Interrupt. Oh, I'm too late. And he's got me. You got me good, Telex. Well done, son. Oh, he's using a holy staff, so he's a healer. All right, that was a good match. I enjoyed that. I don't know. I think he's tier 3 or tier 4, but he's using a great holy staff, so that's a dual wield staff. So he's not holding a tome on one of his hands, so that's a two-handed build. So good on you. That gives me hope because I have like a holy staff back in my vault. So if I ran around with a holy staff, I could do the self heal thingy as well. So that fight gave me hope. Rico says, I want that frog for a plushie. You want the Albion flag for a plushie? It's... If I see one again, I'll zoom in. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I don't know why you want that for a plushie. The cutest thing I've seen here is it's like a rabbit. Oh, he didn't take my gold. The guy didn't take my silver. It's still there on the floor. For some reason. Uh-oh, I'm a criminal. Do you guys see this? If you look at the top right here, under my name tag, it says criminals are unable to flag as friendly. And I'm an outlaw. Oh shit. Does that mean I can't get into town? Because all my gear is in town. Oh shit. Well. Let's give it a minute here. I'll get back up. Jay Farraco says, oh, that's when I first started playing Ark and I was a noob. And Rudy says, so that means this zone is like trading route that players use to gather or some shit? Yeah, all zones are almost trading routes. Like if you look at the map here, they're all connected. In every zone, you're going to have resources, and they are categorized by colors. So new players start in the green and blue zone, so there's no PvP that takes place in all these blue zones. It's very casual player friendly, very solo player friendly. If all you're interested in is like, you know, crafting and selling and making some money, helping the economy, then these are the zones that you want to be in. For everyone that's in a guild, PvP guild, the best stuff are obviously going to be in the yellow, red, and black zones. Black is like the worst of the worst zones. Like, do we have a black zone somewhere here? I can't see, but yeah, there's like red zones here, and red zones are pretty bad too. It's where all the people like what I am currently, you know, just whacking players, zerging, ganking, lower than the normal reputation threshold, basically bandits and outlaws. You want to be hanging out in the red and black zone with your guilds, essentially. So yeah, as for your question, this is a trade. You know, it's not really a trade zone because there's no trading. But yeah, players do come here. They do craft. They do collect mats. Like you see, I'm surrounded by trees. Like all these. All this stone. For example, wood. Oh, I just picked up my silver. Nice. And then you've got cotton, and so every zone has these resources and the difference in tiers. So like if you go to the more dangerous zone, the yellow, the red, the black, the tiers of the resources are going to be higher. So there's more reward but more risks, and that's what essentially Albion is all about. So let's see this here. Rico says he wants a frog plushie, and that's how the frog looks like zoomed in. I don't know, Rico. I don't know why you'd want this as a plushie. I wouldn't. It's not a pretty looking thing. I can imagine just putting it in your car and watching the head blob. Alright, let's look for more players here, and you know, it's not that populated right now because it is 9 p.m. for me, so that means it's I don't know, early morning, Sunday morning in the States, and probably in the afternoon for all you guys in the EU. So this is not a lot of players here. I may need to venture out to a red zone and see how that's like. I just wonder if I can actually enter the town again, because I am now an outlaw. What do you guys think? Should I go to a red zone? Jay Farraco says, checks mail, got beta key for Warhammer 4000, Dawn of War 3. Fantastic, awesome, dude. Yeah, I got the key as well, and I've been doing some of that on my Twitch, and I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, if I were to put the two Relic games together, between like a Company of Heroes. Oh, I'm gonna try and kill this guy, but he's on a horse. I can't catch him, and I didn't bring my horse with me because he had half health. Damn it. Yeah, as I was saying, it's between the two Relic games, Company of Heroes or Dawn of War. I'm more of a Company of Heroes type player, so yeah. Is this the same guy that killed me? Because if he's got his healing build again, then I'm not gonna take this guy on. I want a melee person. Any melees in the zone? Any other outlaw? I'm the only outlaw in this zone, guys. I'm the only red dot here. Number of hostile players. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and move on to the Sleetwater Basin. Oh, that one has dungeons. This one's got dungeons too. So yeah, I'll make my way over there. So that's all the way north. Gonna be a bit of traveling here. I'm gonna use my sprint boost. Rudy says, I think you will get more band friends when this game goes free to play. Oh yeah, doing some research for the review and everything, the developers initially wanted to launch Albion Online as a free-to-play game, if I understood correctly, and then they changed it to buy-to-play. So when it launches, it's going to be a buy-to-play game, so I'm not sure. But then, if you go back and watch some of my older streams, and you look at how many players actually play this game, it's a pretty decent number. And I like the fact that there are no servers. Everything is 1 mega server. So that means everybody is on the same world. So it's always populated. But again, I'm going to stress this again. It's almost impossible, especially if you want to be a good PvP, you want to be a competent PvPer, and you want to be competitive in terms of fighting for zones and fighting for regions, guild control, guild territory. You almost want to be in a guild. You have to be in a guild, in fact. That's going to be super helpful. And GraphsP says, you are 12 hours ahead of the US Eastern time zone. Yes, sir, I am. So I'm 12 hours ahead of New York right now. But I think I'm like 14 hours ahead of places like Texas and down in the west. So I'm in a new zone. There is another player here. If you look at the bottom, there's another player here. So there are 2 outlaws or 2 bandits. And there he is. You see this ring here? That red ring? That is another player. So I'll go to him and we can just dish it out. Let's see how that works. Except I have to navigate through all these mobs too. Damn it. These are like tier 4 and I don't want to pull any of these stray mobs when I'm PvP. I'm going to take the road to him and see if I can get any lobies on the way. Oh, here's one. I'll try. Die! I can catch him. And my rep just went down again by like 5 for slashing him. I'm like the crazy dude in the streets, you know, I've gone wild. I'm just hacking and slashing random people. This is fun. I will not play like... I'm gonna do this again. Yeah! Can't catch him. I will not do this at launch. I swear to God, at launch I will have a better game plan. And come back with a guild or something. I don't know. There's a bit of rubber banding going on. Simona is coming up behind me. I don't know if I should just turn around and whack this guy. Immortals is the kin name. This person is following me? Or I wonder if they're watching the stream. Hey, hi Simona. I'm contemplating if I should start beating you or something. I will start beating you. Let's do some PvP. So I interrupted a skill of theirs. I'm gonna try and take this person down. I want to see how PvP works. I'm gonna use some self-heals here. I actually may just get this guy. I don't know. What do you guys think? I may get this guy. Oh, I got him. I got this guy. But out of goodwill, I'm not gonna take their stuff. I don't have the heart to do it. So I'm just gonna move on here. I'm just gonna leave that person's stuff. I'm a nice guy, really, I am. I'm not a douchebag PvPer. I'm not the type of person. I just wanted to show what PvP looks like. If I was in a guild, I would have probably taken their stuff. But I'm nice. Okay, checking chat here. Red Dragon says, buy to play is so much better. The amount of bot sellers are insane in free to play. Example, Blade and Soul. And I agree with that. generally I like the idea of free to play, but of course, as I said so many times before, there are so many repercussions that come with free to play. For example, goal spammers, bots, more toxic people, and then there's microtransactions, there's pay to win. I mean, there's so many concerns that come to a free to play game unless Albion does it right. And from what I've seen, because there is a market for this type of game, there is a market for open sandbox, open PvP, big guild versus guild fights. There's a market for that, and for what they've done so far, I think they've done it right. It's just that the payment model, yeah, there's obviously gonna be, an access gate. Oh, you want a PvP? You want a PvP? No, he doesn't want to. But yeah. Okay, checking chat again. We got Rudy says, "Oh, see there, you got one friend on that zone, two hostile dude on that map." Yeah, there's two. Sorry, excuse me. There's two. There's me and this guy here, and I don't know what he's doing there. I don't even know what this is. Is this like a dungeon area? So I'm just gonna head down there and see if he wants to PvP. Oh damn it, frogs again. Ah. Hello. Oh shit, ran into a frog. Damn it, frog. I was looking for a fellow outlaw bandit. Don't get in the way. Okay, you did. I used my heal skill. I don't... He's quite far. He's somewhere here. But there's another frog there. I'm just gonna go to the outskirts and see what he's up to. What this guy's up to. Hopefully he's not another heal type player. Come on, dude. Where are you? He's running away from... Where's he going? Oh, no. Hang on. No, I'm sorry. That's not another player. That just seems to be this... Oh, I see. That's not a player. Sorry, guys, for the misinformation. It's not a player. It's like a rare boss or something. It's a gatekeeper, tier 5 gatekeeper. This is like a open world boss. He has 25,000 more health. I've only got like 1,000 something, so I'm definitely not gonna get him. Oh, but there is a fellow PvP here, and that's the guy I was probably looking for. But he's on a horse. There's no way I could catch him. And there's like lizards all. Oh my god, that's a snake. I hate snakes. I hate snakes. And there's lizards and snakes and shit, and I'm tier 3. Alright, I'll make my way to a red zone. And the nearest, hang on here. Where am I? Okay, I'm there. Let me just stop for a while. Oh. Apparently I can grab tier 1 resources even without having any crafting materials. Okay, let me just check the map here. Okay, so going south will take me to the Kriak Gar. So if I head south, I'm gonna go to the Kriak Gar, and if I die in the Kriak Gar, it's goodbye to equipment and goodbye. So let's go to the Kriak Gar. Let's see. We have Mikkel Olsen in chat. Hi, Mikkel. Sorry if I'm getting to your message late here. There's a slight delay, and he says, "Is this RuneScape?" It's not RuneScape. But it's one of the RuneScape is one of the big inspirations for Albion Online. This is Albion Online. It has very similar mechanics in terms of RuneScape. It's got that isometric view, but the emphasis here is more on PvP towards PvE. I would say PvE. There's only like 20% of things to do. If you're a solo casual player, there's not really a whole lot in here for you. There is solo expeditions, which are dungeons, and you can be a competent crafter and, as I said, make some money through the economy and stuff like that. But the end game's pretty much going to be PvP and guild versus guild, hell gates, that kind of thing. And the other difference is this destiny board. This is essentially your progression board, and this is how you go up the tiers in Albion Online to be more efficient and have to wear better gear. So it's an interesting concept for a game, which is cool. Oh, and it's not free too. It's buy to play. And Rico just says one thing about having 32 characters in Star Wars: The Old Republic is the fun of deleting gold spam in all of the mails from the same spammer. Oh my god, you won't believe the amount of gold spammers I've had in my time in Star Wars. It's like, because I would just put something on the GTN, and the next day when I log in, I'll see like I have a mail, and obviously I'm excited because, hopefully my Grand Chance Cube that I put on sale for like 10 million or 5 million credits had sold, but unfortunately it's a freaking gold spammer. What a buzzkill. / reported. And we have Brian Lee in the chat. Hi Brian, how you doing? And he says, nah, I've checked already. It's SWTOR. Rudy says, this is Guild Wars. And then Brian says, no, this is Star Wars. And Rudy says, you got it wrong. This is Terra. And Brian says, quite terrible. And I'm just going to say, not on this game. This game is World of Warcraft. This is World of Warcraft. You can't top that. Any WoW players, please don't hate me. Okay, so I've moved from yellow all the way to the red zone now, and this is the pop-up screen. You are entering a red zone, PvP zone. Let's see what this entails. In the red zone, here are the set of rules. You can set yourself as hostile. Okay, we know that. Hostile players can attack you and kill you, so I can die here. And when players are dead, their equipment is destroyed or looted and stuff like that. Jang, 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 I'm ready. My body is ready. Take me. That sounded wrong. We have a Christian in chat who says, like your personality, Adrian, is streaming and YouTube your main source of income. Oh, hey, Christian, this is the first time I'm seeing you in your chat. Thanks for joining. Nice to meet you. And thank you very much. To be fair, I don't think my personality is any. I don't know. I'm just trying to be as informative and informative, I should say, and as entertaining as I can for my subscribers and for anybody watching. But in my own head, I think I have a personality of a brick, because outside of this, I'm actually not very chatty. It's you guys that are bringing out the best in me. Cause you bring out the best. Okay, fuck it. Where was I? But yeah, the second part of your question is YouTube my main source of income? No, it's not. I work. I have a full-time job. I'm a video game sort of journalist, or I'm trying to get into that path. I'm a writer and editor, so that's where my main income comes from. And I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel to a point where I want to start doing this full-time. That's like the ultimate goal for me, and hopefully, maybe in the future. But yes, definitely not my main source of income, because I'll be living in the streets with nothing, just my very expensive gaming rig, and I will probably have to sell that too. Next up, we have Rico says, could have sworn this was a Division stream. Yeah, Division. Fun fact, I've not played the Division, so. Okay, red zone, let's see. Cluster of players, there isn't none here at the moment, although the map kind of funny, because I'm in a red zone right now, but there's only like one hostile, and that's myself. But I do expect to see very difficult players here, because in a red zone, usually what my guild mates would tell me when I was back in the guild was that you only go to the red zone where you can die and lose your stuff permanently if you're like tier 4, 5, and 6. That's the sweet spot that you want to be at if you want to come out to this kind of zone. So I don't know, when I first started playing, a lot of the player base, because there was a wipe back in March, and then the final closed beta was launched, so everybody started from start again. So when I started playing in March, the majority of the Albion player base were around tier 4 to tier 5. And there are about 8 tiers or 10 tiers in this game. Hang on, let me check, just to give you guys some clarification here. There are... Oh, damn it. Wrong one. Let's see. Oh, crap. Me and my keybinds. Where should I see? Okay, here's good. Nope, here's not good. Let's go one note below. There we go. So that's Elder's Bow. So these are... yeah, so there's 8 tiers in Albion Online. So when I started in March, everyone's around the tier 4. Now that we're in April, I think everybody's like tier 6 or 7 now. Or I should say the majority are. So there's something happening here on the map. There's a dancing skull. I don't know what that means, but that sounds fun. That looks fun. Let's go there. Let's go look for some trouble. We have Indirect Connect in chat, and he says, so honestly, is this game worth buying right now, or should I wait? Looking for a new time sink. Indirect Connect, I'm going to be very straight with you. This game is a time sink. And if you enjoy open world PvP, if you like the premise of, you know, big guild versus guild and the sandbox element of having your large guilds fight over territories, and, you know, there's obviously the chance to lose your stuff and everything. If that sounds good to you, on top of this entire Destiny board, which is a huge progression, and you got to put a lot of time and effort into making your way up the tiers, you know, but the good thing is you can either specialize or you can try and just be good at everything. If that sounds something that you would like to do, then yeah, I would say give this game a shot, because in terms of offering that type of playstyle to that niche group of players, I think Albion's great for that. But if you're like me, who come from a background of theme park MMORPGs, there may be some things that you like. In terms of playing it now or waiting, I would say, I mean, because this is in closed beta right now, and just before launch in July, they're going to wipe it clean. So they're going to wipe all the progression, so everything you've got or whatever is going to be taken away. If you don't like the sound of that, I would say you can pre-order, you can buy it, but then just wait until launch to play. Or you can just jump in for a while and see what happens, because once you start downloading and playing it, and right now in closed beta, your premium time will start ticking away. Like you can see, out of my 30 days, I'm down to my last 2 days here. So you have to start playing straight away if you want to make use of that. But the good news is, after the wipe and when the game launches, everything will be replenished again. Hope that answers your question. Let's see what else we got. Brian Lee says he's in Malaysia, so no. What's the context to that? Because it's risky. What's the context of it, Brian? I may have missed something in chat. But yes, I am Malaysian. That's right. Rico just says, no, I already read that. Brian says, best way to time sync is to exercise. Wow, you're making me feel guilty here. That's something I haven't been doing. I've just been sitting at my computer, getting fat. Getting fat, but making money. It's a hard life. You either get fat or you make money. Sorry, it's you either get fat and make money, or get thin and make some money. That's how I think of it anyway. We also have... Let's see. Okay, Rudy replying to Indirect. Rudy says, buy the game when it's already live and no data wipe. I say, yeah, I agree. Indirect says, yeah, Brian, I really should exercise more, but I just can't get motivated to do it. Rudy says, I bought the game already. If you are a fan of RuneScape, you will love it. Yeah, I can see that. Lots of Rune. Like, a lot of my guild members, you know, they come from games like RuneScape and everything, and that's why they're so into it. And for them, grinding 12 hours every week to get to tier... to get to tier 6 is like nothing for them. It's like, no problem, I can do the same thing over and over again, you know. And if you come from that background, you definitely enjoy this game. Brian says, grinding is love, grinding is life. Brian, what kind of games do you play, man? What kind of MMOs do you play? What kind of grindy games you like? And Rico says, lol, time sync. Star Wars The Old Republic and Minecraft has stolen my future. GG. Well, for me, it was back in the day, it was Lord of the Rings Online that stole my life. Oh, cool. So we got some tier 5 resource here. And now this channel is stealing my life, but hopefully it'll make it worth it if they could put some gold coins in my bank account. Sorry if I get your name wrong, but Gareth Jolner, is that how I say it? Sorry if I get it wrong, but Gareth says, is the community in this game usually toxic? Okay, I'm going to take a pause right here and answer you. I'm going to give you a good answer in this because so far my experience with this community has been really good because, you know, it may seem from the outside, it may seem like a very niche game, right? Oh, PvP centric means guild versus guild, lots of Zergy fights. So that means, oh, it's going to be elitist group of players, very toxic. I thought so too. But it hasn't really been that way for me. You know, community has been really awesome. Okay, here, let me just show you. I'm going to move my webcam right now. I'm going to put myself right there. Right there. Alright, and now you can see the chat. There's this help tab, right? And this help tab is constantly blinking, blinking, blinking. Players have been really nice, you know, asking questions because in this game there's no hand holding. There's not a lot of hand holding at all. This Albion Online has a very steep learning curve. It's not new player friendly, and that's why the community are, in my experience, more helpful than most games I've seen, you know. And I've used the help chat so far, and one of the great things is that because there are no servers, like I said earlier, everyone is on the same server. The help chat is always blinking, always populated, everybody's super friendly, even in general, and you can see people asking questions, and there's a lot of you know, guild pugs. Right here we got a new guild, blah blah blah, and this happens all the time. It's a super active game with a good community. In terms of the individual guilds themselves, I can't really answer, but you know, for me, I joined a guild that were really nice, and the one thing that I have to preamp you for is that almost 90% of the guilds in this game will require you to have Discord and will require you to be on Discord. So if voice chat is not something that you like to do, or if you're a gaming introvert, if you're not the very social type player, you want to be solo, you want to be casual, you may struggle a little bit. Even for me, when I joined the guild for the first time, it was made very clear to me that you need to be on Discord during the weekends, and you need to be online, and you know, and for me, immediately I was like, oh, that's not something that I usually do, you know. But yeah, just be prepared for that. 90% will want you on Discord all the time. Is it necessary? Yes, because especially for competitive guild versus guild PvP, when everything is at stake, and I mean everything, your gear, your silver, your guild territory, everything's at stake. You obviously want to have good coordination with your group. So being on Discord, of course, important, but not all the time, you know. So you may want to vet which guilds you know are strict and stuff like that. And here's a cool feature. You hit G, and then there's a find guild feature. You click on that, and you can just sort through all the types of guilds here. There's beginner, normal, expert. So beginner, for example, let's see, the first one, team casualty. I can click the question mark button, and it's gonna bring up all the stats here. Oh, it's, whoa, I'm not sure why, but it's the UI is just blinking really badly for me. It's not on the preview screen, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, you can see some stats here, and then when you click on the bar, it's going to tell you exactly. Oh my goodness. Do you want to be a part of gay orgies? We are recruiting hardcore dick suckers. Everything I just said about the community, this one guild has just ruined that. But yeah, there's others as well, Guild of Crafters, or you know, stuff like that. So yeah, decent community so far. I'm just gonna clear my throat here. I'm just gonna mute the mic. I'm talking too much. Okay, I'm missing out on chat here. Let's see. Grab says, only way to go full-time YouTuber is to sell your first and second born as well as your soul. I'm not married. I don't have children, so I can't sell that. But I could probably sell my gaming rig and one of my guitars. I could probably sell I got an Epiphone guitar that is a special edition. If I sell it, I could probably make some good money. Um, but yeah. What else we got going down to chat? We have Brian Lee says, look at Unify with ping over 200 plus. Gaming in Malaysia is difficult. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Yep. Uh, I think I've made that plight very clear to everybody, over the last few live streams that, most of us here, Southeast Asia, Oceania, Australia, we all struggle with latency and ping, which is why sometimes in forums you'll see everybody asking, where the heck is the Oceanic server? Why isn't there an Oceanic server, especially for the more popular games? And unfortunately, more and more games seem to deviate away from releasing an Oceanic server, I should say. Anyway, I'm just getting my mind back into the PvP here. Where the frick is everyone? Why am I alone in this red zone? I wanted some fun PvP. And this is like walking the streets. I'm having more fun talking to you guys in chat than finding. Maybe I should go back to the yellow zone because I was getting. There was more players there. So let's just go back and kick some ass. Going down to chat a little bit more. Where did I stop here? Okay, Christian says, can I have fun as full-time working casual? Like 1 hour a day, a few more during weekends. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because what you're saying, 1 hour a day, I was doing that 2 weeks ago. Once you buy the game, the first week I'll try and motivate you. Well, not try, but I'm asking you to put in more time and rush and get your own house. You absolutely want your own player island. You want your house because you want to start building a farm. And building a farm is important because you can start harvesting crops and cooking and selling those to make money. Because if you are a solo player and you don't have, a guild with players specializing, those who can give you materials, can craft for you, you're going to have to buy everything yourself. So start having a farm, and once you've got that farm and the butcher and the cooking shop or whatever it's called, you can just pretty much plant your stuff, water it, come back the next day, pick it up, do it again, go to the marketplace, sell it, get your silver, and then you could do the daily solo expeditions or the daily solo dungeons and get some silver there too. And that's also a good way to level up your weapons and level up your equipment so that you're not falling behind the player base. You're always moving forward with your gear, and that's probably how you're going to get up to like tier 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, you can definitely do it 1 hour a day. But yeah, once you get the game, the first week or the first 3-4 days, you have to put you have to go rush and get your player house or your player island. That's probably gonna cost what was it? I don't know, 12,000 silver, 24,000 silver. I don't remember now. It's been a while. Okay, let's move on here. And we have Burak in chat. Hi, Burak, and he says, don't forget Ultima Online. Yes, my bad. RuneScape, Ultima, those were the inspirations for Albion Online. As per the developers, in terms of them thinking what's a good modern incarnation of those games and the essence of those games, and that's what Albion Online is. And where am I here? Bradley says Guild Wars 2 kinda time sync in Overwatch. Okay, yeah, I'm not much of an FPS player, so I can't speak for that. Jay Farquhar says, "Hail our Overlord Adrian." Don't hail me, dude. I'm, you guys are awesome. So hail yourselves, or I hail you. And Brian says, "Can we get I'm gonna try and read that. Kamehameha. Did I get it right? I know everyone's gonna be shocked. I think that's something from Dragon Ball, right? I mean, I didn't read Dragon Ball, or I didn't watch Dragon Ball growing up, but that thing is familiar with me. And Rudy says gaming and PvP is also a sport, Yes, indeed, esports, gaming, PvP. Burak says LOL. Gareth Jolner says haha, and Jay Fergus says lol. I'm not sure what you guys are laughing at, but I'm quite behind in the chat. So was it the guild? Yeah, that was quite funny as well. Garrett says, thank you for the answer. You're really tempting me to try this eventually. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games. I mean, like I said, it's a real niche, right? So, I'm gonna put out a review by the end of April. You can see what my final thoughts are. At the same time, YouTube is a resource. There's so many other YouTubers that's covering this game. Just take it all in with a pinch of salt, and yeah. Okay, we have. Where am I? Okay, Brian says you are alone in the red zone because it's too cold outside. Yeah. And now it's too dark. And Gareth says liked and subscribed. Thank you, Gareth. I salute you. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I truly appreciate it. My channel is all about MMOs, and from a new player perspective, or some MMOs where I have been an old fart, like Lord of the Rings Online, and I've just tried and put out as much interesting and entertaining content as I can. So thank you for subscribing. That means a lot to me. Burak says walking simulator. That was one of the issues I had when I was like tier 2, 3. I didn't have a horse. I didn't have a goat or whatever. The ox. So I was basically just running back and forth. And then what I did was I had some gold, because you do get gold from being a premium. And I sold that gold. Yeah, here we go. I sold my gold to get silver. And I just basically went and bought the horse straight away. Moving down, Rudy says, kick some ass or get your ass kicked. That's the plan. I'm looking for players. Here we got a red map. I have, there's 8 players here, including myself, that are hostile. So we should see some action here. I'm gonna make my way to. Wait a minute. This is not the yellow zone. This is a red zone. Where the hell? Oh, what is that? Okay, we are in the tier 7 zone. Camland. This is way beyond me, but it's great. We should get some really epic 2-second one-shot dead fights. Oh my god, what is that? I've not seen that in Albion before. This is my first time looking at that thing. That's a tier 6 swamp dragon. That looks awesome. I'm gonna have to be careful about the mobs that I pull. And some of these zones you'll see like higher tier mobs mixed with lower tier mobs. So I'm just gonna hug their skirts here and just run. Come on. Damn it. Players, where are players? What do you guys do in the red zones? Any Albion players here in chat that are above tier 7? Like, what do you guys do in red zones besides PvP? I know the best with crafting stuff here. Like, you got the blue thingy. Oh, son of a gun. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm just gonna run. You can't catch me. Or apparently you can. Oh, okay. I got rid of him. Ooh, snake. That's tier 5. Oh, shit. I got too close. Run, Heffel. Run. I didn't come to a red zone to die by a frigging snake. Where the hell are the players? Local maps not showing me. See, I always thought, because it did say that, if you turn on your hostile flag, you should see some hostile players in the zone, but I'm not seeing anything. So I'm gonna check chat here. Christian says, thanks man, you got yourself a new subscriber. Oh, thank you, Christian. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Brian says, LOL. Rudy says, LMAO. Gareth says, one thing that I'm worried about is that the game seems mostly catered towards PvPers, and I like a balance between PvP and PvE, sometimes mostly PvE and trading economy. That's a tough one, because from what I've seen so far, I mean, PvP is where the pendulum swings majority. That's what a lot of players are gearing forward to. I mean, sometimes the PvE and PvP are mixed, right? Because there are things called Hell Gates, and Hell Gates are open dungeons where, players go in and take down the boss, and then other players can come in and fight, and the PvP happens there, and whoever kills the boss obviously gets the loot and kills the other group as well. But the majority of it's going to be PvP, I'm afraid. I mean, unless someone who's played up to tier 7, 8, someone who's played longer than me. I've been playing for 28 days. If somebody's been playing more than that, if you could give some info on that, that'll be great, because to me, there are the PvE elements here are obviously crafting economy, your expeditions, and sandbox, city building, town building, that sort of thing. If your guild takes over town, and you start building buildings, you can get into that. In fact, you can join a big PvP guild and not PvP. You can tell them, I'm going to specialize as the crafter and as the economy guy. I'm the one who's going to go and, make the guild run in terms of getting the resources, breeding the horses, making the food. But you'll obviously gain the rewards of that by being in the PvP guild because, whatever, the loot or the resources shared. I mean, it really depends, but I have to say this is a PvP-centric game. There are PvE, but it's not significant enough. Okay, where are we in the chat right now? Okay, Burak says, "Yep, we laughed at the kill." Yeah, that was that's a real. I mean, jeez, I can actually click apply right now. They've got 231 members and they have 4 territories. So you see, they already have territories. And if I go up here and maybe if I hover over it, will it tell me who owns the territory? The banners, the guild banners, should tell you. They should give you an indication which guild is who owns the territory. I'm not too sure on that. And Brian's no, hang on. Jay Farrago says no. We will forever hail you. Thank you. And Garrett says I love Lotro. I love Lotro too. My first MMO, and my love for Lord of the Rings and Tolkien and just everything Tolkien basically. And that's why I play Lotro. Okay, this looks like some city in the middle of nowhere. I'm just gonna go in. This is taking too long to find a player, so I'm just gonna go die right here. I'm gonna go take on some of these guys. I'm gonna die. Then I'll get back to Thetford, my town, and we'll go back to the yellow zone. Holy shit, that was fast. Let's die. Yeah, I'm gonna lose all my gear, so goodbye, soldier's gear. Goodbye. So I've lost my soldier's gear. And I've lost some silver too, so I'm gonna go to home. Okay, so when you die, if you get killed by a player, you have 3 options: nearest city, nearest guild territory, and home. Since I have a player island, I'm gonna go home. And hopefully the loading screen doesn't get stuck. Oh, thank God. Okay, now second shot again. Brian says to Gareth, try Guild Wars 2 if you want a good balance of PvE and PvP. Yeah, I agree. Guild Wars 2 PvE, great. Then once you get to the end game for Guild Wars 2, it's gonna be a little different from what you're used to. The PvP, from my experience anyway, because I haven't been that long of a Guild Wars 2 player, is that it's balanced because it doesn't take gear or that basically gear and weapons into consideration. It's almost like they try to give everybody an equal footing, which makes it competitively fun for me. Burak says, tunnel snakes rule. We are the tunnel snakes and we rule. You lost me there, but yeah, I'm with you. Tunnel snakes, whatever that is. Rudy says, anyway, have you tried Rift Online? Yes, Rudy, I have played Rift before. I am a Rift player. I was a Rift player between, I want to say 2012 to 2013. Because I use this program or software called Raptor. I don't know how many of you know Raptor, but it's basically like a software, a desktop application that tracks your gameplay time or whatever. And I've been using Raptor for a few years before that, and they gave me a copy of Rift for free. And this was before it went free to play, so they gave me a copy of Rift for free, and that's how I jumped into it and stuff like that. But I've heard so much about Rift that it's changed so much. And it's gone towards this really weird direction. And I was thinking about doing a review for Rift in the future on the channel, maybe this year. So yeah, if I get the time for that, maybe I will check out Rift. Oh shit, everything's gone. My inventory is completely blank. But the good news is I still got a decent sum of silver there. So I'm gonna make my way to that bird. And let me just check my reputation real quick. I want to see. So even though I've whacked some players, my reputation is still noble, which is here. So that means I can enter all the cities. But as you can see, if I go below 1,000, then I'm gonna be barred from entering cities like Thetford and any of the major cities. So I'm just gonna have to stick to the red and black zones. So that's comforting to know. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the town. And guys, my exclusive leaked underwear pictures are here. That's me in my underwear. It's like I'm not wearing nothing but a blacksmith's apron. I don't know if you find that sexy or not, but hey, exclusive. You saw it here. Where are we now in the chat? Rudy says, Brian Lee, not PvP, I think. It's unbalanced, too many toxic condition. Rudy, are you talking about Guild Wars 2? Are you talking about Guild Wars 2 being unbalanced? Yeah, I want to hear more about that because, you know, a lot of people have been commenting on the top 10 reasons to play Guild Wars 2 video, and a lot of them are saying, oh, you know, the PvP is actually not great, it's not balanced. And I keep hearing this a lot, that the developers, ArenaNet, you know, they abandoned World vs. World. They forgot about the World vs. World community. What is that all about, Rudy? If you know the full story, maybe you could, you know, give me some information on that, because I would really like to hear more about that. Because as I said, I've only just dipped my waters into dipped my feet into the Guild Wars 2 waters, so I don't have an insight into what happened way back when it launched. You know, the content I cover is the here and now, so I would love to hear the story of what happened there. And that's how many players that's on right now. Again, I think the mega server for Albion Online is super cool, seeing this many players on my screen. But the compromise for that is obviously the graphics. It's not your traditional AAA graphics that you're gonna get. It's really polygonal with all your, you know, it's very, there's a lot of shapes basically. I'm not a 3D artist, so I don't know what to call it. Yeah. Oh, and for those that didn't know, it's cross-platform, so you can play this on your Android phone, on your Apple iPad or whatever. So that's, if you think that's cool, then that's another plus point. Okay, what I'm gonna bring out next is the, let's put on, yeah, let's go heal staff now. Let's go do some solo heal builds. So let's put on a tier 4 gear, and we will try to survive. So there's one, there's my tier 4 mage's hoodie, there's my tier 4 mage's robe. And I will use my holy staff and a knowledge stone. Okay, let's go. Let's put this all on. I'll be so sad when I lose this stuff, because this took a lot of mats. You know, the past 3 weeks or the past month of just farming mats and everything has gone into all this crafting. So it's gonna be painful to say goodbye. But hey, PvP, you take the risk, and you know, if you get rewarded for it, or if you lose your stuff, you'll lose it, and lose it with dignity. That's all I need, right? And I'll take a horse with me too. Since I crafted so many, I can afford to lose a horse. I don't care. This is the last leveling stream. Let's go have some fun. Look at that. I look like a badass. Oh, I forgot to use my skills. I forgot to pick skills here. Okay, my hit. I'm gonna go for increased damage or heal or cast speed. I'm gonna go with increased damage. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with cast speed. That's important. I'll do cast speed again. And for those first timers watching Albion, the bottom right, the bottom of your screen here, where your skill bar is, you know, you get those skills directly from your gear. It's not classed. There are no classes in this game. It's everything is, all your skills are based on the gear that you put on. So that's another cool system about Albion. Okay, sandals. I'm gonna go with increased damage and heal. Okay, let's do the weapon now. I'm using a one-handed holy staff. So my first one is going to be a heal, the second one is going to be damage, because that's my only attack skill here. This next skill here is a heal, and this one is also a heal. And the last one is another heal. Good. Every 4 activated spells, your heals become, yeah, okay, great, let's do that. The tome is not a secondary weapon, it's an offhand, and you can also put a shield here, you could put a torch here, I think it's called a torch. Or a dagger, and there's no skill for this tome of spells. It just reduces your cast time. So that is that. So for 5, oh, I forgot about my chest skills. I can either do that, or Okay, let's go with that. That sounds good. Up here as well, I forgot skills here. I've got Ice Block, and I've got Force Field, and I've got Energy Gain. I like Force Field because this is like a knockback skill, so it's gonna be handy in case I get 1 or 2 more players jumping me. So that's my head slot. In the boots slot, I will take a run. Your boots are usually all your speed related skills, running away, increasing speed. So I will do... what should I do? Actually, this is really cool, Blink. This will teleport you to the cursor's position, so I could just move around a lot in case the guy's like a melee. So I will go with that. Okay, I'm happy. I am happy. Let's go. Let's do this. Back to the yellow zone. And it's a gray horse. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a gray horse. So before I go out, I will check chat real quick. Where are we now? Okay, we have Deshent in chat. Hey! He says hello, I say hello. What's up? Rudy says, oh, of course, glad if I can give some information. 3 years playing Guild Wars 2. Rico J says, triple A graphics equals Ubisoft downgrading graphics. Rudy says, actually too, and he says, anyway, they, ArenaNet, was doing some development on World vs. World, but when they were done, the developer new zone for World vs. World, they messed it up. So many World vs. World players got mad at it. What exactly did they, messed up? Like, what was something promised, or was the state of World vs. World too stale, and was everybody just asking for a new map, but the new map sucked? I mean, a lot of times it's a very subjective thing. You see, I am a Lotro player, and the thing I did the most on Lotro in my time was PvMP, and I saw the community, crawl, scratch, and scream for a new map, and when we got a new PvMP map, it was done poorly too. But everybody just went back to the old map. Nobody threw a fit or a fuss. Brian says messed up like, and Brian also asks says so far I've only played 5 vs 5. I'm just gonna take some coffee here because it's getting cold. I realized I've been talking non-stop. Pardon me. Brian says I've been playing 5 vs 5. During the leveling stream, the thing that I enjoyed most with the Guild Wars 2 PvP was the structured PvP, the 5 vs 5. I thought those were really, really fun, which is why I was kind of hooked into the PvP, because I was maybe level 30 or something when I first jumped into structured PvP, and then I was able to kill so many players, and I was like, holy shit, it's either they sucked or this is really balanced, because for me to get that fair of a shot to actually have a chance against players was really cool. That's why I really like the idea. Where else? Rudy says they changed the Borderlands map on each faction, which means map changing and not so good for World vs. World. What I mean is Guild Wars 2 tolerate the map change. Okay. Gareth says, I used to play Dark Age of Camelot, my first love, which is kind of why I'm drawn to this, even though I didn't play the Albion realm. I'm not too sure about Camelot Unchained. I'm quite skeptical. Ooh, Dark Age of Camelot. That's one game I have not touched. And I'm Camelot Unchained is the one that's currently in early access, right? That's still under development. That's one I want to jump into. So yeah, because there was a few that I wanted to do. I wanted to do Albion. I wanted to do Shroud of the Avatar, which I will not be doing anymore because I jumped in for a free weekend, and it was disappointing. I'll just say that. And the Shroud of the Avatar one, the video is on my channel. Part 5 is when I, gave my final impressions. But Camelot Unchained, I'm looking forward to. Brian says to Rudy, great, I'll just stay off World vs. World. It depends, right? World vs. World, because there's 3 different servers that are grouped into one cluster. So depending on your server, the community could be different. Maybe time zone is a thing, because this is a persistent PvP world, so you have to take time zone into consideration. There's so many other factors. Is your guild going out there in a Zerg, or is your guild going out, or are you going out there solo? So, I mean, for World vs. World, it's basically up to the individual player going out there and experiencing it for himself, before actually making making some thoughts or whatever. Uh, where are we now? Rudy says, so many shitties do PvP only for rewards, no competition until you reach platinum rank. Is platinum rank the highest? And Brian says cold coffee at 10:32 p.m. This is simply for Brian. Saya suka kopi sejuk. Saya suka minum Nescafe ice. I'm sure there's only 2 people in the chat that got that, but that was Bahasa Malaysia. I said I love cold coffee. Okay, moving down. Deshan said, will you be jumping into Final Fantasy 14? It's a secret. No, it's not. I am jumping into Final Fantasy 14. That is the next MMO top 10. You heard it here first. Gareth says, oh wow, surprised about your opinion of Avatar. We'll be sure to check it out also. No, Avatar, I had so much hopes for it because, you know, Richard Garriott, Ultima series, $11 million, I think it was, the total Kickstarter and whatever funding. And then when I got the email, oh, you can jump in for a free weekend, I jumped in, and for me, when I review an MMO, I have 10 core tenets, 10 pillars, basically 10 categories that I look forward to. And, you know, out of the 10, the top carries the most weight, and the bottom carries the most weight. Think of it like a pyramid, you know. You got the base, which is obviously has to be the strongest thing for the base because it's going to hold the whole pyramid up together, and then the rest of the tenets make up the pyramid. At the bottom, for most of my MMO reviews, the few things that sticks out are combat, and a little bit to the middle is like animations and stuff. And with Shadow of the Avatar, it just felt so... It felt like a game made in like 2009 or 2008, and it was just not play. I couldn't play it. I love the premise because again, it's sandbox, and I like the fact that, you know, this whole community thing going on there. You had in-game music, and, you know, you could build towns. There's the world building element of that. A lot of that sounds fun, but I just could never get past the combat because for me, in MMOs, 90% of what you'll be doing is, guess what, combat, because story, quests, adventures, PvP, combat is your core mechanic, and I just felt like the Shadow of Avatar combat was just not right for me. So I just didn't, you know, unfortunately, because I wanted to like the game so much. Going down the chat, Red Dragon says, Ashes of Creation is something that's really catching my attention. Yes, somebody posted a comment on one of my videos saying, have you heard of Ashes of... wait, no. Hang on, was that you? Was that you, Red Dragon, that came on the Locher stream and it was like Ashes of Creation? Somebody's been posting that, and it's really something that I have to check out now. But yeah, keep giving me ideas, because this channel is all about covering MMOs for myself, because I've never played these, and for you as well, because I know there are some of us here that are, we don't have the time to play all MMOs in the world, so I want to, do that for you. I'll spend the money and jump into this game and see how much I can show you guys, so you guys can see all that, and then spend the money if you wanted to. Okay, moving further down. Sorry guys, I want to move the PvP along, but at the same time I love talking to you guys in chat, so I'm trying to find a good mix of the two. I'm just going to talk to you guys here for a while. Okay, Rudy says, anyway, they're forgetting the World vs. World and more focused on PvP since it's going to esport, and so many World vs. World players are pissed and some left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they cancel, like I just read that they canceled the esport thing, and that's kind of sad because, I did my research and I saw that last year there was the Guild Wars 2 Structured Esports Championships, and I thought, okay, it sounds like this year it's going to happen again, but just last month I think they just canceled the esport thing. Brian say bolela, and Rudy says leoga. Brian says janji jangan jadi gila je, which translates to just promise, you don't go crazy. I promise. JF Farrico says, the advice I gave one of my guild members on ESO when they asked me what was a good build for DPS, so I told him, find a build that you like and go test your DPS out on a stripper. Why a stripper though? And Rudy says ESO Eddie Skulls Online. Yes, Elder Skulls Online. Gareth says, "Are you going to look into Chronicles of Ilaria?" Yes, 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 yes. As I wanted to have a little bit more development time, because I love the premise of Chronicles of Ilaria. And for those of you that's hearing that for the first time, this MMO has like a natural aging mechanic, which means your characters will age and will die. Now, for an MMORPG with that sort of mechanic, sounds really interesting to me. Um, so that's just one cool feature, and I know there's something else about it that I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's definitely one of the ones that I want to look into. JF Eric was says that Rudy says yes sir, and Red Dragon says nope. Okay. Brian says based on what Adrian said, I'll probably give it a try. Yeah, yeah, just give it a try. You won't know. I mean, I can show you as much as I can on YouTube. Other people can tell you, what their experience is like. You will never truly get the full picture unless you yourself jump in and play it. Just like just like Albion Online, for example. You won't believe, guys. You will not believe how many people told me, Adrian, if you're jumping into Albion, you're not gonna like it, because it's one of those grindy games. You'll probably not make it past tier 3. I'm tier 4 now, and I found something that I like in this game, and I'm not afraid to say that these days I'm a casual type player. I'm a solo type player, and for me, I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna show you something right here. I'm opening my mail. Look at this. All these are money that I've gotten from crafting and farming and selling. Look, $1,000 for 4 chicken omelets. I've made so much silver just by doing things that are fun for me. Breeding animals, cooking, selling. And this was one way I was going to help the guild, but again, I got kicked out of the guild, so I'm just going to have to use the silver to buy my gear moving forward. But again, anyway, this is closed beta. I don't care. When the game launches in July, I'll probably join an Oceanic guild, an Asian guild, Australian guild, and I'll play it properly. Okay, where are we now in the chat? Brian says, "I hate ESO graphics, though." Ooh, that's the first time I've heard somebody say that about ESO's graphics. It's not been a problem for me so far. There's some more wool. Okay, Captain Panda says, "Have you heard about an MMO called World of Warcraft?" Heard it's pretty good, but I don't know. Might not have a lot of people playing it. Captain, I've never heard of World of Warcraft. What is this game? Is it a world where players can craft war? I don't know. Oh, of course I've heard of World of Warcraft. I said this like 3-4 times now on streams that it's a daunting game for me to cover because 80 million other YouTubers already are doing World of Warcraft content. What am I ultimately going to add to the YouTube discussion? Well, 10 reasons to play World of Warcraft. I don't know. I will never say never, but it's a daunting task for me because that game is how old is it, guys? Is it 13 years old? Is it 14 years old? I can't remember. It's 13, I don't know, but there's a lot for me to go through and cover. And maybe, but I don't think I'll do it this year. Rudy says, did they cancel the esport? Yeah, I read news that it did cancel the esport. And Brian says to Captain, "It's too much money to spend for a game like WoW in my country." Yeah, I will second that. World of Warcraft in Malaysia, I mean, a subscription is $15 US. So it's going to be like 60 Malaysian ringgit or 70 Malaysian ringgit. I can't remember. I don't even know what the currency rate conversion currently is right now, but it's 4.2, 4.3. Brian says, "Just like sex." And Brian says, "There's cooking in this game. Wow, I wonder what it tastes like." Cooking is just your stat buffs and stuff like that. And when you build buildings in the world, you're gonna need to feed them with food to make sure that you can craft stuff. All right, I'm not in the middle yet. Let's go to the middle and let's turn on the PvP tag. Sorry guys, I got distracted just talking to you guys. You guys are such a fun bunch. I love talking to you. It's easy to get distracted. Rico Jess says, "Oh shit, someone's gonna ask what's your favorite MMO." Don't do that. Don't do that. It's like, I mean, you can. Yeah, maybe. I'm still in the process of, trying to decide, because I'm like a very, I'm very visual in terms of knowing where each MMO stands, what one does best, what one does poorly, or whatever. But in terms of having the most fun, it's a really hard question to answer, because I have almost all the MMOs I play, I have fun. Even the ones that I don't play anymore, I've had so much fun in them. So it's a hard question to answer. Let's see, going down some more. Rudy says to Captain Panda, WoW is popular, 2 words. No shit. Actually, there was back when I was working, this guy, a colleague of mine, claimed to be a gamer, and me being I would consider myself the biggest gaming geek in the office at the time. So he claimed, he was big on gaming and stuff like that, and so I asked him, "Have you heard of World of Warcraft?" He's like, "What's that?" And then the movie came out, and it's like, "Oh, so that's what you meant, World of Warcraft? It's a movie. Oh, Warcraft, a movie." I'm like, "Son of a gun! You've never even heard of the Warcraft RTS games and stuff." So, yeah, you want to know if someone knows their gaming? Just ask about Warcraft. Ask about Dota. Ask about Counter-Strike. If people don't know what those games are, they're not gamers. Brian says, "My favorite MMO is The Witcher 3. How many of you would like to see a Witcher MMO? Raise your hands or type X in chat. How many would like to see a Witcher MMO? Captain Panda says, "Haha, I'm not asking you to cover it, man. Was just kidding." Yeah, I knew you were kidding. But I was just telling, it was just coming out for me that, because I've taught about it many times, because part of it's being a gamer, part of it's being somebody who wants to grow a YouTube channel as well. And World of Warcraft videos are gonna get a lot of traction because it's such a popular game. And the problem is, the more popular a game, the more videos, the harder for the individual channel to stand out. So I must do something that's incredibly different or special or unique in order to get my World of Warcraft video out there. So for me, I don't, like I said, I don't know what I can add to what's already out there. Where are we now? Jay Farco says, "One Adrian to rule them all." The only thing I rule are, well, my hamsters are dead, so I don't have ownership over anything now. I can't rule anything. Captain Panda says to Rudy, "I was being sarcastic," and Rudy says to Panda, "Oh shit, my poor English, R.I.P. English." Hey, don't worry. I mean, we always have miscommunication in chat. MMO players, we come from all over the world. There's gonna be some miscommunication as long as we're all having fun, right? Brian says axe. Oh, there we go. So all the axes are coming out. We got Brian, Gareth, Rudy, Jay Fairclough. Yeah, I would love to see Witcher MMO actually. Because that's such a rich world, and CD Projekt Red, for a company like them to come up with a series of games that are so immersive and great with their story. Okay, I'm just gonna turn on my hostile flag here. Sorry guys, for those of you that's actually sitting in chat wanting to see me PvP, I am so sorry. I have failed and disappointed you so far. There's no the title of the stream says PvP, let's PvP, but the content of the stream is me, it's just me talking to everybody. But I'm having a blast with this so far. All right, let's wait for some passerbys. Let's gank them. Well, it's not much of a gank because I am like a holy priest that's gone rogue. So I'm the traitorous priest that went too far with a nun or something. I don't know. Gareth says, or Shadow of Mordor MMO. That's an interesting thought. If Warner Brothers do decide to take it that way, I don't think they will. But it will be interesting because of the engine, and but it's gonna be like a super expensive game. Just to give you some context, to have a game with that engine and that amount of voice acting and cutscenes is gonna cost a lot. Star Wars: The Old Republic costs $200 million US. The Elder Scrolls Online costs $200 million. For something of that magnitude, like The Witcher, for example, we all want to see a Witcher MMO. Somebody will have to pour in maybe $200+ million to make it happen. Which is why the age of AAA MMOs is, it's a very expensive thing, and the risk of it flopping and going free to play is so high that nobody wants to take that risk these days. And that's why we have all these early access, Kickstarter, Steam, Greenlight program, and blah blah blah. I mean, not all of them are bad, some of them are good, but yeah. So I pulled a frog. Let's kill him real quick. I actually don't have hope for my mage build, because if I can't kill this frog in less than 30 seconds, I'm in trouble. Heal. Ooh, we got Rusa. Rusa. Alright guys, I'm going for the kill. Rusa, die! Alright, I'm gonna put some self heals on myself here. I'm gonna blow you away. I'm gonna put that back on you. Oh, I got some lag there. Yeah, let's heal. Come on, heal yourself, buddy. Heal yourself. Come on. You can do this. Oh, you got me. Okay, my Meiji build is too slow. Like the self-healing skill induction times are ugh. Look at him. He just killed me, took my gold, and I'll go back to crafting chestnut trees. I'll be to chopping chestnut trees. That's hilarious. I actually think that the sword and board build worked way better than the mage build. But then again, it's light armor, and the soldier's build that I was wearing earlier, where I had the heavy armor, I think that took damage really well. And this light armor build is meant for healing, which was originally what I intended it for. And for those that don't know the story or joined the stream halfway, yeah, I got kicked out of my guild, so the plan to come out tonight and do some group PvP did not materialize, and that's why I'm out here doing this solo, which is insert sad face here. Jay Farrakle says, I say Witcher 3 is better than Skyrim. Oh, that's ballsy, bro. Witcher 3 better than Skyrim? Oh, I don't know. I mean, Skyrim was 2011, and Witcher 3. When was Witcher 3? Was it 2014, 14, 13? I can't remember. But it's ooh. Brian says facts. The Witcher game is based on a storybook. Brian says wow wow wow. Jay Farrakle says facts. Witcher 3 is pure gaming porn. Oh gosh. Okay, for those of you that follow Witcher, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. Yennefer or Triss? Who's team Yennefer? Who's team Triss? Let me know. Okay, moving down. Gary says, all I really want is Lotro to have like ESO graphics. Ooh. I mean, hopefully, maybe. I just don't think it's part of their plans. I mean, somebody said on the anniversary stream that they are going to be upgrading the models, upgrading the graphics, but I don't know if they'll actually look at giving it a full overhaul because of the engine. The engine is like a 32-bit client and it's so old, so I'm not sure if they'll do that, but hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, moving down. Rudy says, where porn is legal, I know. Okay, moving on from that topic. Brian says, I want ESO to have generic anime graphics so I can laugh the shit out of it. Why would you do that? Are you not a fan of ESO, Brian? Do you not like ESO? Oh, we got Wigga. Hey, Wigga. Welcome to the stream, Wigga. And she says, every time I catch you on PvP streams, I log in as you're dying. Well, that's because I don't have your lore mastery goodness here on Albion. I'm, I, you know, the backstory for Wigga. I was supposed to be doing this with my guild, but my guild kicked me out tonight, so I have to do this solo. And the gear that I crafted for this PvP stream was all a healer build, so I could go out in a group and heal. But again, yeah, I got kicked out from the guild, so I'm left with nothing but. Oh, here we go! Let's fight! Come on! No! Come back here! Okay, I can't catch him. Oh wait, did the guy take my stuff? Oh, he didn't. That means my horse is still with me. And oh yeah, but it's a yellow zone. It's a yellow zone, so unless I die, I won't lose my stuff. Oh damn it! Get out of here, frog. Okay, moving down the chat. Brian says to Wigga, proves that you have great timing. This has happened like 3 or 4 times now, Brian. Like I remember she jumped in the, was it the Guild Wars 2 stream, and I died when you locked in there. Oh, Forder, die, you, die, I say. The problem is when you start attacking a player, you know, you can see your horse is on cooldown, so I can't hit my A key to get on the horse and chase him, and even then to go all the way to where he is and start hitting him, kind of pointless. I need to find somebody on foot, like a tier 3, tier 4 player who got too adventurous. Delix sounds interesting. Should I go to Delix? I'm the only one out here again. Delix, I'm not done with you. Get back here. Where are you going? Come on, free silver. You know you're gonna kill me. Oh, I just minimized the game client. Shit, I'm back again. Nobody wants to fight. Come on. Ah, great. I got a snake. Ah, okay. You know what? Screw the snake. Snakes everywhere. Just gonna hop here and put some self heals on. Okay, checking chat again. Rico J says piss. Brian says Triss. Okay, so lots of Triss fans. Lots of Triss fans. No one likes Yennefer? I like Yennefer. Buga says lol. Rudy says Triss for the win. Captain Banner says Triss. Jay Fairclaw says Yennefer. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm a camp Yennefer as well. Brian. All right, this chat is going south. Okay, all right, guys, let's keep it clean. All right. Brian says to Wigga was meant to watch you die. It is her destiny. Wow, that sounded really dark and gloomy. Wigga, you were meant to watch me die. That is your destiny. Okay, I'm gonna go roam a bit more on my horse. See if I can find any tier 3, tier 4 stragglers. I've already been to the red zones. This is just nothing there for me. It's like nobody's interested in PvPing. Everybody just wanna, you know, get their mats and stuff. Let's go near to the watchtower. We'll go near to the watchtower and let's go stir some trouble. So I got a question for you guys. If tonight is your last night on Earth, and there's only one MMO RPG that you can play, what MMO would that be? Go. Oh, we got a Gutak here. Gutak. I've not seen your name before, and I'm coming to you at full speed. We are a Holly Draw. I am gonna get you. Damn it. So what I would like to see for Albion, and I know this is like a really minor thing is I want to see a dedicated PvP channel where, you know, if those that don't want to Zerg can maybe organize some, you know, PvP like arena or something like that, where we could just have small group fights maybe or something. I don't know. But because if you like the gameplay of just ganking or stuff like that, then it's hard because everybody's just running around and nobody. Oh, here we go. We got some PvP. Come on, let's fight. He's off his horse, I think. Fight me, dude. Oh, come on. I thought you were gonna fight me. Well, I guess that's that. Alright, checking chat. Oh, we got bananas for everyone. And now Guthrak comes back. Oh, I see what it is. He doesn't want to take me alone. He wants to call for backup. So he basically waited for backup to arrive before he started jumping me. Oh look, we got 3 people. We got 3 people that all wanting on the action. That's hilarious. All right, now I want to see if they would wait for me to respawn so that they can get my stuff, or are they expecting me to die right now? Let's see. Gutak sounds like he really wants my tier. What am I wearing? Tier 4 gear? Yeah, I think it's tier 4 gear. Yeah. You've got 2 minutes, Gutak. Alright, checking chat again. My question was, if tonight was your last MMO, if tonight was your last day on Earth, what MMO would you play? And the answers are, Rico, nothing but Star Wars. I sort of expected that from you, Rico. You are the resident Star Wars, loyalist here on the channel. Brian Lee says Second Life. Really? Second Life? Is that game still going on? I mean, wow. Rudy says Scarlet Blade. I've actually not heard of Scarlet Blade, believe it or not. I've not heard of Scarlet Blade. And Jay Farrakhan says Hello Kitty MMO. Come on, dude. Brian says, did you smell that? That smelled like gank. Oh yeah, totally. That smelled like gank with a pinch of salt. Actually, something just dropped from my finger as I said that. Oh, okay, here we go. We've got more. Oh no, he left. What else we have here? Oh, Riga says the night is dark and full of terror. Have you been watching more Game of Thrones today, Riga? is that why that came out? Stan260. Hello, Stan260. He says World of Warcraft and ESO. Good choices. Gareth says Albion, since I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, that could be interesting. Can you imagine if you tried it and you actually didn't like it, and you're like, shit, I just wasted my last night on Earth playing Albion Online. Okay, all this waiting is killing me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna die and concede. So that means I lose all my stuff. So the nearest player, look, I just died and my stuff dropped. So everybody's congregating on my body to pick up my stuff. But I want to know who actually gets it. Because I know Gutek was there when he tagged me. But those two weren't. So I don't know who gets the loot, essentially. But I think it's going to be Gutek. But I'm not sure if he's actually going to take the loot. Because he's just standing there. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Because if I want to know if there's open tagging, like if me and another person are not in a group and we both kill this one player, who gets the loot? Is it shared? Because if you are in a group with somebody and you gank a player, the loot is shared. But if you're solo with another player, I want to know who gets the loot. But apparently no one's taking the stuff, or maybe they did, but I just don't know it. Look at that. Look at that, a bunch of people with their non-hostile tags all coming around trying to see what did I drop. That's awesome. Okay, going down. Then the Shen says Final Fantasy 14 for life. I'll just have to see, because Final Fantasy is obviously now it's gonna be the next stop, and my sister is a huge Final Fantasy fan, and she's been playing Final Fantasy 14, and she's been trying to get me on the game. She's like, "I'll even buy your subscription for you," but I'm like, "No, I can't. I'm too busy. I'm covering this MMO. I'm covering that MMO." So yeah, now no excuses. I'm going in, and I would probably, I don't know. I'll hang on to that thought. Brian says, "Dear Stan 260, where's the remaining 100? If you know what I mean." I got that. I got that, Brian. Very clever. Okay, let's go ahead and port home. So again, to those joining the chat, or to those watching for the first time, I was wearing a full set of tier 4 healing gear. I was in my cleric robes, and I had a healing staff. And because I died, I conceded and I died, I dropped all the gear to... the problem is I don't know who got it or who picked it up. But yeah. So that happens in a yellow zone. Oh shit. I'm so regretting just crafting all healing gear now. I'm really regretting that. I should have crafted something else. But yeah. Damn it. Well, I may still have... Uh-oh, hang on a minute. I'm in town. I'm in town right now, and I still have my hostile tag on. So does that mean I can fight here? Can I fight here? Well, I don't have a weapon. Let me equip a weapon. Let me see if we can attack town. So what I'll do is I'll attack everybody in town, and let's see if I can get maybe 50 people to start whacking me. That'll be fun. I have some tier 3 gear remaining. These are the mercenary stuff. You know, why not? Let's just get rid of that as well. I have a lot of gear to get rid of tonight. It's the final stream! And then it's 4 days of hard work putting the video together. Bow, yeah. I haven't done the bow. Let's do the bow. Okay, horsey. How many horses do I have? Yeah, I could lose another horse. That's fine. I've crafted my way up. Okay, for skills, let's see here. Bow, I will want a hit enemies in a cone, and this one is aim for an enemy. Okay, second skill, auto attack, good. Enchanted quiver, yeah, I love the enchanted quiver skill. I think I showed you guys what that was on like the 3rd stream or something. Journeyman's Mercenary Hood, we got Howl. Howl is a skill, slow enemies, and this one is a channel spell. I'm gonna go with Howl. Swiftness or Constitution. I will take speed. Let's move down to the breastplate, or the jacket I should say. Mend Wound or Inferno Shield. We'll go with Inferno Shield, and we'll go with attack speed again. The faster I can shoot bows, the better, I reckon. And down to the feet, I've got Invincibility. Yes, why not? Let's see how Invincibility works. Can I sneak around? Can I, escape? Let's go with attack speed again. I'm set. Let's head on out and get killed again. This is my second horse I'm getting rid of. If it's a black horse, I'll be sad. Oh. Okay, checking chat again. Stan says, I don't know what you mean. Rudy says, actually, Final Fantasy 14 is fun. I tried it. If you like tap targeting a lot, that would be a good choice. I have no, well, I can't say I have no preference, but I'm in the middle. I can do tap targeting. I can do combat. It doesn't matter, For me, what matters is whether or not the system, the combat system the MMO chose, works for the game that they built. Because if it doesn't, it will show like a glaring... Will show like a... I'm thinking of a good metaphor here, but it's not coming to me. But yeah, basically, if they have a combat system that doesn't fit the game that they build, it's very easy to see. So yeah. Moving down... There's a lot going on here. Deshan said, if you need help on Final Fantasy 14, let me know. Sure thing. I would probably need all the help I can get, because confessions of a MMO player here. Number one, I have not played. I don't know the whole Final Fantasy history. I don't know the saga. I've only played one Final Fantasy game, and that was Final Fantasy 10, I think, where the characters are Riku, I think, and Sin as the bad guy, and the spiky haired dude as the main character. I forgot his name. Yeah, and the my favorite soundtrack from the game was like to Xanarkand. Yeah, that's the one, the only Final Fantasy game I've played. So that's how much I actually know about the franchise. So yeah, I know, boo me all you want, but that's the reality. Going down some more. The Shen asks, does crafting tier 4 gear take that much time then? For me, it took about 2.5 weeks to get to tier 4 because, getting to tier 3 is easy. It's real easy. I mean, all you gotta do, just gather these materials and cotton and stuff. They're almost all over the place in the early zones. It really depends on where you start. Like, I started here. So, like, you start here and then you come to Swamp Cross, which is clearly you can see it's like a tier 2 zone, and from then on you just venture left and right and center. As long as they're blue, it's you can get up to tier 4 pretty easily. You just need to be dedicated, maybe an hour of gathering one resource per day. Obviously, if you venture out a little bit, if you go to like a tier 4 zone and you gather your materials from tier 4 zones, you're gonna get more fame, which is the currency that you'll need to move your tiers along. So yeah, you can. You just need the time and dedication for it. Okay, moving down some more. Rico says it will show like a nose pimple. Yeah, that's a good metaphor. Yeah, I'll go with that. It will show like a nose pimple. Let's go with that. Deshan says the game starts off really slowly, and sadly only main storyline is voiced. Oh, is that Final Fantasy? You're saying Final Fantasy is not fully voiced? I thought it was fully voiced. Oh, you mean the main storyline? That's the only one? Well, it's probably like Guild Wars 2 then, right? I mean, Guild Wars 2, only the main story alongside the dungeon ones, the Destiny's Age ones. Those are the ones that are voiced. Going down some more. Jay Farrakhan says, plot twist, Adrian is really the Dark Lord Sauron. If I was, I wouldn't tell you anyway. But yeah, there is some evil to me. I have an evil side. You guys just haven't seen it yet. And that side comes out when I wake up in the morning, and when I find out I ran out of coffee, then my true Dark Lord emerges for like an hour or two until I get my coffee. Rudy says, oh, actually, if you love to fall asleep in the middle of PvE, you must try Final Fantasy 14. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I don't want it to influence my review of the game. So I'll have to go check it out myself, and hopefully it's not the case. Okay, here we are, back in the yellow zone. Hostile flag is on. And my reputation is still pretty decent, which means that these guards will not attack me yet. So yeah, I'm still at 9,000 reputation. I'm good. So you saw the guy, he just ran up to me here, and then he made a U-turn because he wasn't sure if I was gonna attack him or not. So that's kind of funny. People see the hostile tag and they're like, oh shit. See, this guy's just hanging there, waiting to see if I'm a nefarious Dark Lord. They're all just standing there because they know they can 2 versus 1 me. See? Oh, you cheeky bastard. I know what you guys are doing. I know what you guys are doing. It's the non-hostile players versus the one hostile player, and that's because I am the only hostile player in this region. Where are all the hostile players? God damn it. I'm just gonna mute the mic here. I need to clear my throat. Okay, where were we? Stan says, wow, got good tap targeting. It just works good. Yeah, I mean, I did a first impression of World of Warcraft last year, and honestly, that last year was when I played World of Warcraft for the longest time, which was like 3 hours, because prior to that, I've never played World of Warcraft. I know, shocking. And you know, because it is, I won't call it the, I just logged out. for some reason. Where was I? Okay, yeah, I won't call it the grandfather of MMOs, because it's not. That belongs to Ultima and EverQuest and games like that. But it was revolutionary because what it did was it came out with, it refined all those systems, and they tap targeting in WoW is going to be so, it feels so comfortable and refined because it's had the years to perfect and tweak it, and everybody else is just trying to get that same system. So yeah, can't beat that. The Shen says, no need to know anything about the other Final Fantasies. They aren't related to each other in any way. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then we've got Rudy says, oh, sorry about that. No, don't worry, man. I only meant it in. Oh, son of a gun! I'm getting hit here. I'm getting hit here. What just happened? That's not fair. What just happened? Oh, these buggers. I have no idea what happened now. I was paying attention to chat, and these guys, they started hitting me, and then the guards started attacking me. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But what a way to go. Anyway, back in the chat. Yeah, Rudy, don't worry about it. I was just joking anyway. I mean, I obviously will take it into consideration what people tell me. Like my sister, for example, as I said, she's playing Final Fantasy, and she's like, oh, it's good, this and that. I'm like, yep, I take it in. But yeah, don't worry about it. I've got James Hammer in the chat. Hey, James. And he says, woo. Wait, James Hammer. This is a wild guess, but are you Bellalung from Lotro, Riddermark server, Black Veil Mercenaries, Bellalung? If that is you, boy, am I happy to see you. It's been so long. I hope it's you, James. And Jay Farrakhan says, WoW used to be good back in the day. Wrath of the Lich King. I've heard about that. Like some of my friends, they were like, I think they said when Cataclysm hit and stuff went to hell or something, like stuff just went bad. But then apparently Legion, the new expansion, was good. I don't know. I'm not a WoW player, so I really can't speak about it. Deshaun says, laughing my butt off, the towers. Yeah, why did they do that to me? I thought I was safe. I thought the towers were supposed to protect me, even though I had my PvP flag thingy jiggy set to hostile. I still had the required reputation to not be attacked. And James Hammer says Negatron. Oh, okay. All right. Because I have a one of my old guildies in Lord of the Rings. His name was James Hammer too. So I just thought there was a relation there. Okay. Getting up in 33 seconds, and then I'm going to get on my horse, and I'm going to go further down to get away from groups of more than 2 people. Because there's just no way. 19 seconds. I'm going to get on my horse, and I'm going to go south. Oh, Jam Hunt. Hey, buddy. Wow, that's okay. I'm gonna get gang banged here. Like, oh, why are the towers hitting me? That is so unfair. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the zone. Okay, let's fight. 3-on-1. Come on. Oh, he just pushed me back into the tower to kill me. Okay, I see what they're doing. Oh, okay. The person who looted me, you could see like the silver going up. So at least I know who's taking my stuff now, in case I wanted to get revenge. But yeah, this is sad. I need to get away from the towers because these guys are just punting me back into the towers to get the towers to kill me for them. Oh, you bastards. Okay, I don't have a choice but to actually get far away and uh, change my location here because I'm too close to the towers here. Okay, but yeah, Jamhan, what's up, man? I mean, as I said, I had another Lotro friend called James Hammer as well, so I thought you guys were the same person. But yeah, that's cool. Good to see you on the stream, man. Oh, here they come again. These guys are just waiting for me to get up again. Oh gosh. So, who was asking? Was it Gareth? Gareth, if you wanted to do solo PvP in here, this is gonna be quite difficult, man. You gotta grab some friends, grab some guildies, and just go ganking. Solo PvP in a yellow zone does not look good for the one outlaw. Just raising hell. Okay, the next time I die, I'm gonna give away my stuff, as I need to clear it out as well. I've got one more set of healing gear to give away, and then I'll probably call it and get that review done so I can move on to the next MMO top 10. It's just funny, just standing there, knocked down. Damn. Kind of brutal. They're like sharks. As soon as they know that, you know, if the outlaw is outnumbered or whatever, everybody's gonna try and go in. But there's only one player that I saw that clicked on my silver and got the silver. The rest, I don't know. So it's like a first come first serve thingy. I don't know. Hard to tell. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and put on my non-hostile tag as fast as possible, and then yeah, I'll try and move further down to the middle where there's less people. But there's so many players coming and going. I think they're timing me. Yeah, they are timing me. Like these guys, they know I'm gonna get up again. Okay, so I'm changing my tag here. But I can't change it, so yeah, I can't. So I'm just gonna go walk, take a walk, and see these guys are following me. So I'm just gonna get on my horse and head somewhere to the middle. Like light to flies. Come on, come get me. I'll be in the middle of the map. I'm not gonna fight near the towers again. I've learned my lesson. Initially, I thought, you know, the towers would protect me, but they were using the towers against me. Smart buggers. This seems like a good spot to AFK. Okay. Just checking something here. Audio went a bit crazy. Hope you guys didn't hear that. That was like a loud system sound. Okay, let's look for some stragglers. Anybody? Anybody? I have one set of medium armor to give away. Oh, get out of here, Cotton. It's not even Cotton. This is like a flex creature, and when you kill it, you can harvest flex. Let's wait on foot. Alt tabbing for a bit. I don't know if I'm live anymore. Like my YouTube and OBS says I'm live, but everything else is stagnant, unless the chat reset. I don't know. I'm not sure if the chat reset or what, but I don't see anything happening on my dashboard here. Damn it. Technical issues. Okay, anyway, since it's all going to be saved on YouTube, so I assume it's still live because I did not stop the stream here. So I'm just going to go get myself killed. And let's wrap this baby up. Decent 2-hour stream. And hey, at least I killed somebody. At least I can say I killed somebody. How do I check? Well, let me just turn this off real quick. Oh, I can't dismount. Okay, let's try again. I recently changed to hostile or attacked a player, and so cannot switch. Okay, so if you start attacking players, you can't switch. Right, and that's the timer there to show you how long you can't switch. But I guess it's under stats. Oop. So right-click stats, and there it is. Total kill players 0. Are you kidding? I killed somebody. Well, I killed myself twice apparently, but I did kill somebody on the stream. That's funny. Well, if you guys go back and watch the stream around the 1 hour mark, I think I did get somebody. Or not, no, I didn't kill somebody. Sorry, this is a yellow zone, so that means they knocked down. And I walked away, remember? I did not take his stuff, and I did not, wait for him to respawn and do that douchebaggy thing. So, I have no claim to fame here. Alright. I'm just gonna go back to the towers again, get ganked, get killed, lose my stuff, and we'll head back to my island, and let's wrap this baby up. Okay, I'll try this guy. I will hunt you down and catch you like a fish. Oh, he turned around. Turn around. Damn it. What about this guy? Bro. 10 reputation for this guy? So his reputation must be pretty high. Like, the higher the player's reputation, the more yours decreases when you attack him. I think. I'm not too sure on that. Let's try this again. Damn it. Okay. Hey, Puro, I'm right here. I'm right here, dude. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. I've got my magic arrow. I got this. I got this. Alright, people are jumping in right now because it's no. Look at that. Everybody's just standing around watching, waiting for the loot to drop. Except this guy took everything. Alright, Puro. I'm gonna give you my loot, so I'm gonna die right here and give up my golden loot. So go crazy, man. It's all yours. Thanks for being part of the stream, Puro. You may not know it, but hopefully when you search for YouTube in Albion in like a year's time, you'll see that you killed me, and you deserve all the credit. And to those that are just watching around there, you guys are included in the stream too. Okay, where are we in the chat? The Shan says you're still alive. Yeah, no longer. I'm dead now, and I'm naked in my. I'm just naked wearing my blacksmith apron again. And Brian Lee says alive. At least I killed somebody. Don't quote me on that, man. I didn't kill anybody. It just came to me that I just knocked him out. So not exactly a claim to fame thing here. Anyway, well, I guess when you head back to your home island, you can change from hostile to non-hostile. I'm just gonna go grab my ox, and I'll finish up by doing some farming, and we'll wrap up the leveling stream number 4, and I'll give you some final thoughts and chat with you for a bit. If you guys actually have some questions, I'm all ears. You guys have me for at least 10 minutes, so go crazy. What do I have a skull on my head? I'm an outlaw, apparently. That's why I have a skull on my head. Let's go back to the island of Thetford. Getting a little bit of lag here. Okay, what was my gear? Yeah, that's my tier 4 gear. Fire staff, yeah, that's mine. And the ox as well. Yep. Up, 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 up. Okay, let's head back to my island. Yeah, I'm just checking on my farm here to see if everything grew. I'm sure it did. Alongside my horses, I was breeding a couple more horses because of reasons I mentioned at the start of the stream, which will not be happening anymore. Okay, horsey, horsey, baby horsey. Well, let's pick up the foals first. Now let's pick up the horses. Baby chicks also. More chicks here. More chicks here. And do I have eggs? I do have eggs. All this is gonna go into omelet and stuff and cooking to make some money. Okay, let's go grab my carrots. Me likey carrots. If you guys watched the previous streams, I've already told you guys how cooking and farming is going to be so beneficial, especially if you're a casual solo player, and you want to be self-dependent. Then having a farm, growing crops, breeding animals, cooking is going to be super important. Is there wheat? Will be useful later on. I see chat going on here. Hang on, chat. I'll get to you in a sec. Let me just grab this stuff. And I'm gonna grab a chicken to slaughter. Maybe 2 chickens. Let's pick up 1. Oh, I can't do it mounted. So I'm gonna pick up a chicken here. Pick up another chicken. I think that should be enough. So I can slaughter those 2 chickens and get some meat. Okay, now let's talk to chat. Jay Farrakhan says Adrian is god of the PvE. Oh, I mean PvP. No. I'm not god of anything. Gosh, if anything, the only thing I'm really good at here in Albion, like I said, competitively PvP, it really depends. What's your favorite build? What's your favorite playstyle? How's your latency and ping? And are you in a guild? Do you run around solo all the time, or do you have currents? And there's a lot of factors into that. Like the PvE here, yeah, I guess I'm good at expeditions and farming and making money. I like making money. Okay, let's slaughter chickens real quick. I'm gonna get 30 raw meat for that, so it's gonna be used in cooking the omelets. And moving on down, the Shen says, what do you think about the learning point system? The learning points. I think it's fair, especially for players that use real money to buy gold, so they get learning points every day. It's helpful to a certain extent, like especially if for new players when we are in that 30-day premium time. Obviously, you want to get to tier 4 as fast as possible, and I would totally recommend using up your learning points to rush to tier 4, rush to tier 5, instead of doing the second part of this, for example, which is ridiculous. Wait a minute, something doesn't add up. Oh, there we go. Here, for example. Getting from tier 3 to tier 4, let's say copper ore, you need almost 20, 29, 30,000 fame. Some people don't have the time to do the second tier, so just spend the learning points here just to get rid of that requirement, so you can use the tool. I think it's a handy thing for players who who have the money to buy gold and become a premium. So I think it's a decent system. I mean, if some players have mentioned that it's pay to win, it's advantageous. Maybe I don't know. Moving down, Jay Farco says, "What is your favorite Lord of the Rings online race and class?" Easy, human captain. And Captain Panda says, "I would imagine this will lag so much on mobile devices." I would too. See, the thing is, I think you'll be fine on the newer iPads and whatever. But mobile phones, I'm really skeptical about mobile phones because I just don't see how it's gonna work. And it's a small screen, and then the PvP and all the little buttons. It's just, I'm not a fan of cross-platform MMO. I'm gonna say it right here. I think cross-platform MMORPGs, as much as I hate to say it, belongs. I'm very old-fashioned in the way that I would love MMOs to be, a PC and perhaps now consoles too, but more of a. I always feel like it's a computer game, and but playing a MMO on your mobile phone is just not for me. Sorry, excuse me. Going down, Riga says he really loves Pigborn playing Hobbit minis. Oh, Riga. Well, with the exception of one that I know of, I can handle that one, but only one. And Brian Lee says, "Can we smoke those wheat?" No, we can't. Unfortunately, that's going to be used in cooking. You can sure as hell eat it, but you can't smoke it. There's no smoking system here in Albion Online. Okay, let's grab some eggs. I actually have some eggs. Let's put some meat in there. I have enough for. I have enough for. Yeah, I should have enough for some omelets, and I'm gonna put that up on the marketplace and make some gold. Go to the cook, and here we go. Chicken omelet. I can make 40, so I'll make 40 right now. Excellent. That's gonna fetch me at least between 3,000 to 4,000 silver. What am I doing here? Oh, I was supposed to go to the marketplace. Okay, let's see. Let's go on the sell. Here are my 40 chicken omelets. I gotta click sell, create a new order, and that will show you what the lowest competing price is. 374. If you've watched my previous streams, you know I love to undercut them by like a silver just to drive them nuts. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. 373, and if I sell everything, it's gonna net me like 14,000 silver at least, which is good. So I'll put it up for 1 day's fine, and let's do that. So that's how I make money, folks. Farming and cooking, and my mailbox is all the proof you need that people buy food. And if you do a little research, you will see that a lot of things in Albion revolves around food. Buildings need food, players need food, guild territories need food to maintain. So yeah, solo players, casual players, you want to rush that house and build a farm. I cannot stress that enough. And really, that is all I've got for you guys tonight, and I'm really sorry. I actually had a really big plan for PvP stream tonight. It was supposed to be a group adventure. It was supposed to be even a Hellgate, but I got kicked out of my guild today, so that did not materialize. I apologize for that, but I tried to have fun solo with whatever gear that I had. So that pretty much concludes the leveling stream for Albion Online, which means that the 10 reasons to play, or if there are no 10 reasons, then the full new player review, perhaps I'll shorten it down to 5 reasons to play. It will depend on what the final script looks like. 70% of it's done. Now I gotta go insert the PvP sections, and I gotta go do more research in terms of group PvP, because unfortunately I could not see that tonight because, again, I was kicked out of my guild. Shit. Anyway, reading chat. Ruby says, what do I miss here? Not much. I just did some farming, some cooking, and I put my food up for sale. And James Hammer says, level up music is epic. Oh yeah, yeah it is. And you know, especially when you're out there in the world crafting and everything, it's a nice change of pace. But yeah, the music in Albion Online is really high quality because the devs actually took the effort to, they hired a full orchestra, so the strings and everything. I think the symphony is based out in Germany, I think it was. So all the music for this game is made live. There's no synth keyboard stuff. It's awesome music. One of my favorite parts about Albion, actually. And Captain Panda says, that's what she said. Let's put some meat in there. Captain Panda. Naughty, naughty. Jack Oldens says, is this game free to play? No, it's not free to play. It is a buy to play game. It's currently in closed beta. It's gonna launch on the 17th of July, but if you want to start playing now, as you can see, there are a lot of players. You can go and buy one of their founders packs, which will give you closed beta access, and you can play all the way until release. But when it comes to release, there will be a wipe, so all the characters, progression, and everything will be wiped. Which is why after this stream, I will not be playing Albion Online anymore until launch. Because, there's no point for me to grind some more and then just have it all wiped. I'm just not that crazy of a player to do that. Which is why my guild kicked me out, strangely enough, because they didn't think, I couldn't commit to grinding in a closed beta that will wipe, which I think is really stupid. And going down the chat, Jay Farklow says, Adrian, aka Swag Master Overlord. I have the least amount of swag, really. And Harvey Jack Olden says, damn, just got here. Oh, I'm sorry, Harvey. I know, my streaming times are a bit weird. Unfortunately, I'm in Malaysia, halfway across the world, and my streaming times will have to be in the evenings for me, because in the mornings I work, so unfortunately. But hey, it's okay, you can always watch the saved version, the archive version. After every stream, a copy will be saved on my channel, so it's always there. So don't worry if you miss a stream. Jay Farco says, thank you, sir, for another great stream. Hail, Adrian. Thank you for coming and watching. I really appreciate it. And Brian Lee has quoted me saying, shit. I'm a foul mouth, really. I am, and I'm always aware that this is I try to be as clean as I can for audiences, because I know there are some subscribers that watch my stuff as a family with their kids, and I want to make it as family friendly as possible. But yeah, that's why I try to I try to tone stuff down. Harvey says, I'm in Chile. Wow, that's like my first South American person I've interacted with in the stream. That's awesome, man. Hello, Chile. I like Chile because of I'm sure you know them, Alexis Sanchez, one of my current favorite football players. Rudy says, hail Dark Lord, hail Minion, and Graspy says, peace out, peeps. Yeah, so with that, I guess I will wrap it up with some final words about Albion Online. Again, when I started this leveling stream, there were so many questions I wanted to ask about the game. Is it solo player friendly? Is it casual player friendly? If I'm not in a guild, if I don't group a lot, how long is it going to take me to get to tier 4? What can I do on my own? What's the economy game like? What's PvP like? What's solo expeditions look like? What does group dungeons look like? And I've done about 90% of that stuff over the past 4 leveling streams. They're all on my channel for your information. And the final review will be out hopefully by end of April, 1st of May. So stay tuned for that. And I want to thank all you guys for hanging out in the past loving streams. I really appreciate it. As a nugget for those of you that stuck this long, the next MMO top 10 is Final Fantasy 14. You heard it here first. Okay, Captain Pen says Arsenal draw against Man City now. Oh, it's drawing? Well, Chelsea won last night, so that means it's if we beat City, it's Chelsea Arsenal FA Cup final, right? And I want my revenge against the Blues, man. I want my revenge. So yeah, I'll probably go watch the match now. So everybody in chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. I've been talking to you guys all night. It was so fun. You guys are keeping me distracted from actually playing the game. So it's just really cool. I love talking to you guys in chat. So I am going to end the stream now and go watch some soccer while working on the final review for Albion Online. Alright guys, I am heading out. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, good night. Once again, my name is Jerem Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Later guys!